Hello, everybody. Hello, and welcome into our Foxhole Fridays. I hope you are doing well. It is good to see you all. The semester is done for me, and when the semester is done, I want something special, something fun, maybe something that's like full of dynamite and danger. And what I want is to murder Lindy. Is really what I want. Yeah, that's what I want. Hey, Lindy, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. It's the holiday season and this week it got crazier and busier than I expected due to most of the rest of the month being chill-ish. I was like, oh, and then it all just like piled on real fast all of a sudden. So, this I'm gonna kill Trooper and feel a whole lot better about everything.
I
So,
kind of feel like
yeah.
I'm going to kill you, but that's cool
No,
that
no,
you think that.
I mean, you did leave me to die
Yeah,
in that video game when we played it, but so if
I
we stick to
did.
that
I
track
did.
record, you will leave me to die again.
Wow.
But maybe I'm
Okay.
up for revenge for that incident.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see. I see. I see. Hey everybody. Sorry for the late start. We were getting tech together because we were running in as we were doing, but that's fine because we're here and we're going to go and murder people. Hmm. Hmm. So, it's our Foxhole Friday. It's the first Foxhole Friday of the hiatus, of the winter hiatus between season 5 and 6 of The Gamblers. And we have got for this hiatus a lot of cool stuff planned. Um, Today, we're going to be doing Showdown, which we've been trying to do for over a year. Lindy and I have been
Yeah,
trying to kill each other for over a year and have not been able to.
the
But
universe
now we
says
get
no
to.
every time.
I know, it's
It
super
wasn't
rude.
ready for it until we needed to raise money for
Yeah,
charity first, I guess, and then
that's
it's like, all right,
true.
now you two can kill each other.
Next, for the next 2 weeks after, not this Friday, but the 2 Fridays after that, will be the return of Sandman Adventure 3, our strange 80s uh, RPG that was so much cooler and nobody gave it credit for it. That was a big bomb, but super cool. We'll be back with that for the 2 Wednesdays after
Bonnie
that.
and
The
Clyde.
Fridays, pardon me. The 2 Fridays after that, Bonnie and Clyde. The Friday after that, I'll be doing something solo, and then Werewolf Fields and I will be doing Night's Black Agents. We'll be doing
Ooh.
Seasons of Death Winter, our final season. I'm so excited to announce we get to have Werewolf Fields coming in as our fourth agent to deal with the vampire conspiracy. And then I believe after that, we'll be having our combat boot camp before we get the incoming new Drynax, the new gamblers. So that is going to be very, very cool. I am super excited about all that's coming up, and maybe during break I might be able to get something in on a Saturday. We shall see. I've got some things I would love to see, but we don't know. But thank you, all of you, for being here and supporting the show. How are you supporting the show? You're supporting the show by, being here and watching. Tell your friends we're here so they can come and join us. If you're watching us on YouTube, that means I actually have uploaded the video, and you can like, subscribe, leave a comment, and hang out with us. If you like to give us tips and bits, you may do so. I'll read out any tips and bits messages at the end. You may also join our Patreon, which is at Academic Foxhole, and the Patreon goes to help pay for the cast. This way over there, so that they can deal with whatever trauma I give them. And I
Funeral
feel like
expenses for
that's,
Trooper.
yeah, funeral. I mean, you're gonna die, so it's not me.
No, it's
You're,
gonna be you.
yeah, no. I mean, I hope that hey, Max Ryder, I hope that you
My
have
weapon
like
of
death
choice is gonna
insurance.
be a time accelerator, and you're older than
Mm,
me, so you'll just die first.
I've got good genes though.
It
So
is true. Same.
yeah, yeah.
Same though.
Oh, all right, okay. We're gonna see how this goes,
All my
my
great
friends.
grandmothers
This
lived to the 90s.
okay. All right. You know what? So the thing is, we're playing a game, and uh, this game is called Showdown, and I've made it. I've made it in the. We'll see it. And the what is this? It is an indie RPG that's made for a one shot, and it shouldn't be very long. Although knowing us, we might
Um,
extrapolate and might get a
I
little
don't
bit
know what you're
longer. Who
talking about.
knows?
I've
I,
never. What? We've never. I don't know what
no,
you're
I
talking
just
about.
no. I don't know.
We didn't
But
like take a 15-minute character creation and then turn it into 4 hours. That's not
we
something
might
we
have.
would do.
We might have. I don't know. Yeah, who knows? So Lindy, who is my partner in crime, my dear friend who I will murder tonight. Um, and I mean, who, if she thinks that she will not be murdered by me, she is mistaken. Could you say who you are and just tell the audience how you will lose to me tonight? Mhm.
Hi, I'm LaughLoveLindy, Trooper's future murderer, and
Uh-huh.
not in the real life, not for insurance purposes or anything. But only in this game.
Right.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
yes, and
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna die
Huh.
so good. And I'm gonna be not dead. And
Huh.
what was I supposed to do besides just introduce myself? Just introduce myself,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. Hi,
that was it. Yeah.
LaughLoveLindy. It's here. I'm
Yeah.
here. It's me.
And I'm Trooper SJP, and this is the Academic Foxhole, and they say this game is short, but let me give you the introduction to it. And we're gonna do this together because
Yeah.
hey, who doesn't like doing things together? Let me give you the dramatic um Lindy. The dramatic opening. Also, I realized we
Dramatic.
probably
I
don't
was ready.
very dramatic. I don't think we actually need our roll 20 box. I don't think we're gonna be using roll 20 box. I think we'll be, having it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay. I wish I had something that's like super oops. Don't do that. There. I wish I had something that was oh man. I hate when that happens. Um uh I need sounds. I want something creepy and like windswept and exciting.
Hello.
Let's see.
It's a wolf in the distance, ready to eat your
Oh,
corpse.
oh,
Hello.
okay. Well, I don't know what
I mean,
this
you want
does.
want something else to go with it.
No, we don't want that one. Let's go with
That's
what's happening.
it's pretty classic. Oh yeah, that's a good one. It's kind of like
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I like this, but the audience can't hear it yet, so let me just make sure that they
yeah.
can. Hey, audience, here, check this out.
Suits a vibe.
Uh, it's a vibe, right? Let me see. I think they still can't hear it. Hold on. I can hear it, but I don't think they can.
I can too.
We're on. You can hear it, yeah?
Mm-hmm. It's a little
Nice.
quiet, but I
Okay.
can hear it.
It's a little quiet, but you can hear it. That's fine. They can't hear it because their life is so sad. Uh,
Not sad.
don't worry. You can't hear it, but don't worry. You don't need to hear it. I'm just gonna turn this up for a moment and see if it's coming in.
Nice.
Oh yeah, it's cool, but it's not coming
That's
in fine.
good.
Yeah, no, they can't hear it. That's fine. I'm gonna work on it, but I like it. I'm here. We're hearing really cool music at the moment that you're just not hearing. Which is fine, I guess, for us. So everyone, let me read the. Just imagine cool music in the background. Just
Yeah.
just imagine that. Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, that's what it is. Also, hold on. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, so I can't even hear me at the moment. That's fine. Oh, wait,
Uh,
wait.
ooh.
I'm hearing back. I'm here. That's good. That's good. So I just want to read you the thing because I think it's pretty exciting. And once Lindy starts talking, I'll poke. This time. Oh, wait. Sorry. This, by the way, is the intro text for this game, Showdown, by Seth Ben Ezra. This time, it ends in blood. All the small insults, petty betrayals, maneuvering, and excuses. All of it has led up to this moment. It's just the two of you, but only one of you will walk away. From the moment you saw each other, you were fated to meet one last time in a collision of passion, rage, and violence. But how? How did it all come to be? Were you bitter rivals, escalating your rivalry until bloodshed was the only possible ending? Were you once friends, now torn apart by some unforgiving sin? Were you once lovers, with gentle caresses now turning to blows? But does it really matter anymore? One of you is about to die. The other will spend the rest of their days with this moment burned into their memory. For a moment, time pauses. Your eyes narrow, and the weapons come out. Showdown is a role-playing game about two people who are locked in a struggle that can only end with the death of one of them. It's for 2 players and should take between 60 and 90 minutes to play. Sure. Over the course of the play, you and your opponent will be fighting over 2 things: the outcome of a climactic duel between those 2 foes, and the history that led them to that duel. Win the duel, and you get to choose who lives and who dies. Control the history, and you get to shape why they fought in the first place. How did it come to this? Who's the hero? Who's the villain? And who's standing when the dust settles? Want to know the answers? Raise your weapons and prepare to face the truth. Yeah. Da, 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 da. So, all my good friends, this is Showdown, and we are going to, try to murder each other. I believe the first thing we have to do is prepare for play.
We do.
Shall we?
Gotta
We
make our
do.
characters.
We have to make our characters. So we need 4 sets of dice. Here. We're using these little roll tokens over here on Roll20, which we can just right click them and get a random side, but they're all set to 1s at the moment. 4 sets of dice from D4 to D12, which we have, and they should be in pairs of contrasting colors like black and red. We have white and red for them. We have 2 sets of 4 stance cards, 2 sets of 5 attack cards, which we have in our hands, 2 pencils, we don't need them, an upper hand token, and also a flash of insight token, which are right here.
Yep.
And we also have a blank piece of paper for a map, which is here. That's good. And 2 small token-like coins to make your character positions on the map. Well,
yeah.
we'll just...
I don't think since there isn't exactly movement speed and such, I think we're fine theater of minding this.
They're tokens. There you go. just in case you need them. They're right there. So, we both have our dice. I think we're ready.
Yep.
And we have to start. Genre and style is what we need to work on at this moment.
Post-apocalyptic.
Yes. We've already decided
that a while ago. We decided that like a year ago.
Over a year ago, because we needed costuming, right? We needed spikes, because nothing says post-apocalyptic more than spikes.
Yeah. I had more, but it was for a summer game, and it's very cold in my house right now, so I'm cozy apocalyptic right now.
So it says here we've got in your style genre, right? We know we're post-apocalyptic.
Sure do.
It's especially important that you discuss what sort of weapons your characters will be using. Will you be slashing each other with swords? Are you maneuvering spaceships on an asteroid field? Piloting giant mechs across an alien landscape? The possibilities are vast and entertaining. Talk it over with your opponent until you both agree on something that sounds good. We can talk about style a little bit by talking about movies that we were inspired. Iconic battles or duels, right? We can draw from those. So let's talk movie influences for our post-apocalyptic. And
I want a chainsaw sword.
Weapons. You want a chainsaw sword? Okay, yeah. I'm feeling a little bit of Mad Max. Yes, I'm feeling a little Mad Max is how I'm feeling. How are you feeling in terms of post-apocalyptic media?
I have to make a big confession on the internet. I've never seen Mad Max.
Imagine it being like just like now, but there's not enough fuel. Yeah. People ride around in cars and there's explosions.
Yeah. I've seen like snippets on the internet, but I've never seen the movie. I just thought of the chainsaw sword from Warhammer 40K Dark Tide and was like, that I really like purging heretics with that. So
cool.
I think it'd be fun. It seems post-apocalyptic, like a chainsaw anything. Very post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. Absolutely. I feel like chainsaw anything is absolutely post-apocalyptic.
So I want a chainsaw sword.
Chainsaw sword. So vibe-wise, are you feeling like Warhammer 40K? Is that the vibe you're going for?
I think like Mad Maxian. Sure, that could be like Mad Maxian. Like Civilization's kind of gone to pot. Not a lot of survivors. Don't know if it's because there was. I don't think there was zombies. I think it's just maybe
No,
a little
yeah.
Fallouty. Maybe there was nukes or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. Yeah, that feels good to me. Little Fallouty, some mutants.
Like there's just big
Um,
abandoned shopping malls and places, and it's
oh, I
like,
love that. Yeah.
yeah.
Big abandoned shopping malls. I think that's really good. Um,
hmm
buildings
Like
that are like half
housing isn't an
collapsed.
issue because there's a ton of it and it's all empty.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
securing the housing, that's a problem.
Yeah, I'm hoping for things like blown out windows.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Yeah, there's no
right?
like HVAC.
No.
It's
Mm-mm,
yeah.
mm-mm.
But like
Uh,
shelter's not much of a problem because there's so many
yeah.
abandoned buildings.
Yes. Okay. So have you played Horizon Zero Dawn?
No, but I watched Michael play.
Okay. So that's too far in the future post the apocalypse. You know what I mean? Like, I want us to be
Yes. What about
closer to the
like
apocalypse.
50 years, 100 years after that rather than 1,000 years, however many years it
Yeah.
was.
It's like a whole lot. Let's like go
That's a
like
lot.
50, right? So like
Like
maybe old
50?
people remember what it was like. Like
Yeah, but like
super old
us
people.
yeah, like super old people.
Like somebody who's like super old might have been alive before the
Yeah.
apocalypse, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
It's like
people in
50
their
years ago.
80s. Yeah.
Yeah. People are just like super old. Um okay. So what kind of apocalypse
Well,
was
and
it?
that's partially
Did
why
it
there's
have
not a lot of people, is because the birth rate's gone way the fuck down. Because who has time to manage kids in an apocalypse?
Yeah,
It's,
absolutely.
you know, a
Radiation.
very
So like
small
okay,
generation.
yes. So what do you think? We've got like peak oil, we've got radiation, like there was that movie Night of the
Yeah,
Comet, which is from the 80s. It's really great. I don't put great people who want high
I know
quality
you
movies
really like
don't
that
watch this
movie.
movie. But the comet
So
comes around
I
like
think like light radiation. I don't think we've got like mutants or anything. I think imagine just like everything's bombed to heck, like a modern
yeah,
day
oh,
blitz.
nice. Okay. So just so you
Yeah.
know, in the movie Night of the Comet, a comet comes
Mm-hmm.
by that hasn't been around since the destruction of the dinosaurs, and then
Uh-huh.
everybody who watches it, they just die immediately. They just turn to dust. Just
You
they're
know,
gone.
that could be, it could have been something like that where people took shelter and some people didn't, and like the buildings are okay except for some blown out windows, but just there's just not enough population to keep things going
Yeah.
to the
We
standards
have
that we were
raiders,
used
right?
to. Oh,
We have, yeah,
yeah. Raiders make sense. There's
right?
always raiders. There's always
Always
raiders.
raiders. Right. Raiders are like on
Yeah.
motorcycles,
Motorcycles, pickup trucks.
buggies, dune buggies,
Sure.
lawnmowers, golf carts.
But not just a lawnmower, like a lawnmower chariot.
Yes. With fire.
Yes.
Yes.
Lawnmower
Okay.
chariots. Yes.
Yeah.
Because you have like two lawnmowers out in front and you like
Yeah.
steer them. Yeah, but you're in like the
Yes.
back chariot. Yes.
Yes. Lawnmower chariots. Yeah. So
hmm
it's very punk rock, right?
Yes.
Um, I would suggest tall hair. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of Aquanet being used, perhaps,
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mean, there's so much of it. And again, not a lot of population. We just go to the grocery store, we just grab a can, and then
this,
it's fine.
yes.
We haven't run out in
Um,
50 years, so why would we run out
no,
now?
it's fine.
It's not
Do
being
we
made
have,
anymore, but that's a problem for future us, not present
that's right,
us.
right. Do we have cities?
Um, I mean, there's the remains of cities.
Remains of cities, right? But we don't have like, I feel very like small populations, right? And like
Again,
marauding,
yeah, very
yeah.
small. I imagine like the people in the country are actually probably not nearly as punk because they're just like, we're just gonna grow crops and shit. We're gonna just farm. And like, but it's the city people who are like, oh, it's the end of the world. And like,
Uh,
yeah.
yes. And of course, there's
And
probably
suburbia is just like pretty dang abandoned.
yeah.
You're either city
Suburbia is
or
dangerous.
country. Yeah, suburbia is
Yeah.
dangerous. Yeah.
Like nobody goes there. Like
No,
it's
no, you don't go to
no.
suburbia. At
That's where
least
the
not
malls are.
alone.
No.
Yeah. Whew.
Oh, wait. Can I throw it out something else because you and I are friends and I care about you?
Okay.
Feral, dangerous children, like with knives and
Oh,
guns.
oh, oh,
That's
well,
what's happening.
yeah,
That's why you don't go to the
obviously.
malls. You don't go to the malls because
Oh,
that's who's there. The the scary bands of
feral
children,
children.
the feral children with
Imagine there's
knives and
like
guns.
children, but there's also feral children, and feral children are
Oh
the
yeah,
ones who grew up without like, any adult supervision. And by say
yeah.
grew up, I mean they just haven't yet.
Yeah, in the malls. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Don't go there. They
No.
might be cannibals. So,
Well, I mean, what else are children gonna do to feed themselves?
yeah, be cannibals, obviously. So
Someone's told them, "Don't eat me," and then they're like, "But we're hungry," and then they do.
yeah, so if you're gonna
Oh,
using like
but
a
if you have candy on you, you can they'll generally if you have candy, it's either
Mhm,
sugar or you. Like, that is there's
right.
no in between. They're all a bunch of sugar addicts.
Yes, yes. And I think, I'm thinking that I need a weapon. I think my
You
weapon will
do.
be, um, a chain,
Ooh,
right?
nice. Yeah, yeah,
Right?
yeah. Like
But
a
the
chain with
chain
spikes
has to
on
have
it?
yeah, I'm thinking like a chain that has um, like a buzz saw on it, you know what I mean? Right?
Ooh,
So I can, like,
uh-huh.
spin it and then, like, fling it
Like
and,
a
like
buzzsaw mace that has a chain on it.
yes,
Like a
yes.
buzzsaw flail.
Like a buzzsaw flail is what it is. That's what I've got.
Okay,
And
great.
but like with the big chain. Oh, and maybe it's like I do it two-handed. So I've got this chain and I spin
Mhm.
it and it's got like buzz saws on it because
Yeah,
that feels very post-apocalyptic to me.
it sure does. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I
And then
think
my
we've
favorite
got
thing
it.
about my chainsaw sword is most of the time you use it as a bludgeoning weapon because chainsaws are fucking heavy. But when you need that little extra oomph, you rev it up.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, well, you know what? How about uh,
Yours is all
yeah,
about
buzzsaw's
speed,
fine.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
speed.
buzzsaws are fine. Because those blades
Yeah.
are sharp, especially if you're like swinging around with the end of chains. Yeah,
Don't
not
want to
fun.
have to be really good at it because otherwise, you know.
You do, yeah. Feel like I only got 3 fingers left on this hand. That's 3 more times I
uh,
can mess up with
uh,
these chains.
practicing was hard. So we have to make our characters now.
There's a steep learning curve.
There is a steep learning curve. You just watch other people make a lot of mistakes. I think I probably was like, I don't know, maybe I did like a lot of hacky sack and like poi and whatnot
Sure.
beforehand
Yeah.
until I moved
Yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
like buzzsaw chain.
Well, you did chains first, and then you added the
Yeah.
buzzsaws later.
Right. Yeah. Absolutely. Because you have to be good at this, right? Um, don't even worry. So we have to
It's like when you use
make our
foam nunchucks
characters.
before you get to like the glass nunchucks and other things. Yeah.
Oh,
Because you're
okay.
gonna hit
So
yourself in the face a lot. If you didn't, fun facts: if you ever pick up nunchucks, get foam ones to practice with, because you will hit yourself in the face a lot,
hmm
and it
uh,
hurts.
I'm going to read this out loud because we need to
Uh
figure out
huh.
how we're going to deal with this, shall we?
Okay, go.
So we have to make our characters.
You
And
do.
it says here that Showdown works best when you make your characters separately.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. This lets you be surprised by your opponent's results, as well as be intrigued by how your characters met and came to this dramatic point in their lives.
Okay.
You'll come up with a few things during this step, a few details that you'd see or hear in the first couple minutes of a movie, the iconic weapon you'll use, the qualities that the character believes himself possess, and finally a name. But not the really. As you work on your character, make sure that you'd root for this person if they were in a movie or book. Like everyone else, the person you're making believe that the person you're making believes they're the hero of their story. That doesn't mean that you need to make a perfectly nice character, but you should want to
Nope.
see them live through the duel. And
Mm-hmm.
then when creating your character, focus on them the way they are at the moment the duel begins. As you play, you'll come up with both characters' backstories, so don't come up with one at this moment. If you're having trouble coming up with ideas, borrow inspiration from the hero of one of the movies that you used, etc., just a starting point. So, this is what I think we do. Since we're supposed to do this sort of alone, by ourselves, separately,
Mm-hmm. We
we'll
just
just
zoom
mute
in on
each
our
other.
sheets.
Well, I just probably mute each other. And
Sure.
then and then I won't hear you and you can talk to them.
Well, you could just mute on Zoom, and I'll just mute on Zoom.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay.
So I'll let you go first.
Oh. Oh, so we each make it for chat, not make it at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
yeah, yeah.
chat.
You make it for
Let's
chat. You make
speed
it for
run
chat.
this.
But now
Okay.
I'm going to mute you so I can't hear
And
you
I'll do
when you do
this
this.
when I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
ready.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, hold
A
on.
little
Let
thumbs
me
up
make sure.
dance.
Wait. No, I'm gonna do this so I can't hear you. Hold on.
Okay. I'm gonna talk until you give me a thumbs up saying you can't hear me anymore. So
Wait, I can
make
still
sure
hear
you.
you.
I'm just saying,
I
make
can
sure
still
you
hear
thumbs
you.
up me so I know you can't hear me
Okay.
anymore before I start going. Because that's how it's gonna be. All right, Trooper can't hear me, so let's steamroll this, chat. My name's not gonna be Lindy. I have a chainsaw sword. I pulled up a post-apocalyptic nickname generator, and there's some interesting things, but let's do some traits first. I got a chainsaw sword. I feel like if I have a chainsaw sword, that means that I have to be at least kind of like good with maintenance, a little crafty. I think crafty works both in like a handy sense, but also in like a sneaky sense. So I think crafty works for a quality. Because we get 4 qualities, I think. Let me double check how many qualities. Four qualities. Okay. I also have details. So details. Oh, chat, I'm gonna move you over here so I can see you a little better. Yes, crafty is a good one. I think I'll get the music started again. Details, fingerless gloves. Because those are cool. And they protect your palm from chainsaws. Because the gloves aren't gonna save your fingers regardless. So fingerless gloves. If I could spell, that would be great. I don't want fingerless glogs. Let's say, oh, let's get a name too. So let's see. Ghost is kind of a fun post-apocalyptic name. We've also got Siren. Let's see. Something chainsaw-y could be fun. I could just be like Chainsaw Mindy. Dumet, yeah. Yeah. Oh, for a chainsaw sword, I might want to be strong. Yeah, beefy. Beefy would work too. Gonna be a beefcake. Except maybe I won't phrase it as beefcake. Oh, you know what? We'll put strong as just a detail. That way he can't corrupt it against me. Because I'm looking at their examples, and unnaturally agile is one of the details you can do. Your qualities will get twisted throughout the game, but your details won't. So I think I'm just going to put beefcake as a detail. I just got, like, lady lumberjack muscles out the wazoo. Beefcake. Who doesn't want to be a beefcake? This reminds me to go to the gym. Ripley. Ooh, that's pretty good. Ripley. I like that. More details. I think. See, chainsaw sword. We'll go with Ripley for now. Whether that's my character's real name remains to be seen. Also, naming after the protagonist of Aliens, also always a good omen because she lives. Shockingly. So we got fingerless gloves for beefcake. I'm gonna put absolute beefcake. Because that's more exciting. Crafty. Let's go. Let's see another craft. I can using my Adobe shortcuts for the text on Roll20. It's just not working. Sawyer. Oh, that's a good. I'm gonna make that her last name. Let's put grippy climbing boots. Because if I climb trees for firewood and shit and exploring of ruins. There we go. Ripley SAWyer. There we go. That is a great last name. Let's see. We need more traits. Let's see. Crafty is good. We're post-apocalyptic, so something a survivalist. That could be a fun one for Trooper to twist later. Because maybe I'm like more, more predatory. Crafty, a survivalist. I need one more detail and 2 more qualities. Determined. Determined might be good. Ripley SAWyer. Determined. Crafty. Determined survivalist. Fingerless gloves, an absolute beefcake, and grippy climbing boots. Let's give you like a fun colored hair, because you know it's the apocalypse, right? We can have fun colored hair. Off the chain. That should be one for Trooper because he's got the chainsaws. Let's see. One more of each. That's not bad. We're doing this pretty quick. Any armor? Ooh, that's a great question. This game is more narratively wounding, so it won't make much of a difference. But what if I had like one of those like butcher chainmail aprons? That would be helpful for chainsaws and like also just look dope. Yeah. This is a cool look. I kind of want to cosplay this. Butcher's chainmail apron. One more quality. I'm a crafty, determined survivalist. And I think that I'm crafty. I think I'm determined. I think I'm a survivalist. And I think I'm I would love to put going to win, but I think that's just the pragmatic part of me. If I had a if chainmail butcher's aprons weren't like $300, I would have one in my life. I only have leather armor because I can afford leather. Although I have thought about making my own chainmail, but at the same time, do I need another craft to get into? I don't know. One more quality. Ripley SAWyer. Runs around, apocalypse. I can climb, I'm strong, I got a chainmail apron. Let's put in, look at some other example ones. They had like question prompts too. Let's see. What are you proudest of? How people live you see you? What goals do you have in your life? I think my last quality is going to be I'm reading, so don't mind me. I think I'm gonna be maybe brusque or straightforward. I don't think Ripley SAWyer beats around the bush, you know what I mean? I think she slices through it. So I think we're gonna be straightforward. Like I said, crafty. Oh no, direct. Because then we can still be a little sneaky. Is that an apocalypse in your pocket, or did you happen to slay me? Yeah. I like adaptable Pope. I think adaptable is really good, but I think we're gonna go with direct. Why beat around the bush? I feel like that's my slogan. Why beat around the bush? There we go. I think that's it. I'll make that one a little smaller so it's easier to fit in the slot. Boop, there we go. I think that's it. All right. Thanks, chat. Trooper, you can unmute me now. Doing my thumbs up dance. Doing my thumbs up dance so you can unmute me.
Hey, Lindy, at the moment I
Hi.
cannot hear you, but I'm going to
Oh
make it so
no.
that I can
Oh
right
boy.
now.
Yes. Thanks. That's great. Made my character.
Yeah. Yeah, did you? Okay, cool.
Good.
I've made it so that I cannot see your character at this point in time. I'm gonna make mine.
Yeah, I just zoomed in, so I can't see your character sheet either. So I'm like super
cool,
zoomed
cool,
in
cool,
on
cool.
mine.
So I'm
Just
zoomed
mute
in on
yourself in
mine.
Zoom, and then I can't hear you.
Okay, sure. So now, mind you, your character sheet was visible for me, so they could see it, but I wasn't looking at it. I was looking at other things.
I saw you looking away a lot, so I assumed that's what it was. And I
That's what
respected
it was.
that.
I was looking away.
I tried to be quick about it, but you know, there's a lot to think about.
Yeah, I'm sure there was. So I would like to point out that we might need to extend the Roll20 sheet if we want to draw a map. I'm just saying that's a possibility,
I
but
don't think we need to draw a map. I think we'll be
with
fine.
death, okay,
Because again, if this was like a measurements thing, I would definitely want to draw a map, but it's all
sure,
theater of
sure,
mind. So
yeah,
I
yeah,
don't think we need to draw a map.
okay. I'm going to mute myself so that you can't hear me.
Okay. And I'll just be
All right,
hanging out until you're ready to talk to me
good.
again.
All right, fine.
Good.
And when I'm ready, you'll know.
Chat gave me a great name, by the way. I just like you to know.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So, chat, I'm gonna make my character now, and let me go and mute Lindy so that Lindy's not running around telling us all things that we don't need to know. So, I've got to make my character, and I don't know, no backstory, right? So let's see. I've got to create my details, which is I get 4 details, which are things that are physically or visibly apparent about my character, right? So these are the things you'd see or hear in the first couple of minutes if you're seeing them. So I've got to focus on the way this character is at the moment that the duel begins. So let's see what they look like, what my character looks like, sounds like, distinctive clothing, way of talking, right? So let's see. I think that my details are going to be, let's see. I'm also going to just copy this, this copy and then paste, and I'm going to just say, oop, we're going to say detail, boom. Because there it is. Because I do quite like having consistency in our fonts. Okay, so I need 4 details. So my character is going to be, let's see. All right. Lithe and wiry, right? So this is, come here. We're going to go with lithe and wiry, right? This is, because I'm, right chain. So thinking somebody who's like a lithe and wiry, like a beanpole, like a scarecrow. There we go. Right. So we're going to think about somebody. I'm thinking about the guy. What was his name? Ray Bolger, maybe? I can't remember what his name was. The guy that played the scarecrow, right, in Wizard of Oz. I'm thinking he was like sort of lithe, lanky, and wiry. That's how I'm going to put it. Lithe, lanky, and wiry, like a scarecrow. Like a murder scarecrow. Like a murder scarecrow. There we go. That's one thing you would notice. Lithe, lanky, and wiry like a murder scarecrow. Like kind of like gangly. You would notice okay. All in leather, leather clad, because this is a post-apocalyptic, post-apocalypse, which means you need to be leather clad. That is just a leather clad with sharp spikes everywhere. Leather clad with sharp spikes everywhere. Ray Bolger, thank you, Pope. Like first, like a kind of like a punk rock Ray Bolger. This is what I'm thinking. Lithe, lanky, and wire like a murder scarecrow, like a kind of like a Ray Bolger, but leather clad with sharp spikes everywhere. And uh, goggles. Uh, um, well-maintained goggles. Well, hey Hawkeye, well-maintained. We'll say pristine goggles. Pristine goggles. Let's go with pristine goggles with night vision. That's what I got. I got some of that. And then I feel like uh, I think my last detail is going to be something you can see or hear. Um, hmm. Live Lincoln wire like a murder scarecrow, leather clad with sharp spikes everywhere, pristine goggles with night vision, and hey, bulletproof, how are you? How are you? Listen, my last detail for my post-apocalyptic character is going to be um, let's go with um, how about disturbing voice, which by the way is a disadvantage in GURPS, I think. So we're going to take that one. Is this a GURPS character? Maybe. Disturbing voice. Yeah. Okay, those are my details. Wait, I just realized something that makes no sense, but I won't deal with it. I won't do it. I wanted spurs, but I'm not gonna have spurs. I'm gonna have a disturbing voice. I don't know what it is yet, but that's it. So then I need to have my weapon, and we already know what my weapon is going to be. It is going to be um, a chain, a long chain, a long chain with buzzsaw blades, with dual buzzsaw blades. All characters are GURPS characters. This is true. Okay, so now we have a long chain. It's like a, like a tire chain, right? You know what I mean? It's like a chain. It's like a real chain. A long, heavy chain. Or maybe it's a medium chain. We'll say medium because I feel like heavy chains are like really heavy. Like not a big massive chain, but like a good, like a chain. Like do you remember? I don't know if you've ever had those chains like snow chains for your tires. That kind of level of chain. That's what I'm thinking. Lon Chaney. So have got that. And then I get to create my qualities, and I have 4 qualities, and these tell you about how my character sees myself, right? I think that I am is what I should say. Okay, so I think that I am. Who? Okay, let's see. Could you have a metal band singer's voice ish with some rasp growl from the wear and tear of the vocal cords? Oh yeah. Um, let's say like let's go death metal singer's voice, right? I like it. I like it. All right, so I think that I am. So these represent how my character sees myself, right? Not necessarily what they actually am, but how I see myself. So something like I think that I am um, the there's a word that I'm looking for. When you play dodgeball, the person who's like super they're like quick, not necessarily like sprinter, but they're always like you're never gonna hit them with the dodgeball. Do you know what I mean? They're very uh King Diamond Opera feel. Ooh, nice. What do you call it? That person who's like who's very um I think that I am, let's say, fluid and nimble. I want more than the most uh the quickest and nimblest in the wastes. I'm just gonna call it the wastes. There we go. The quickest and nimblest in the wastes. That's what I think. I also think. What else do I think? I think. Uh, hey, your first time. Oh, welcome in. This character will be less wholesome than Wakiti, I think, but Wakati. But let's see. I think the quickest and nimblest in the waste. Oh, I think that I am the protector. Ha ha ha. The protector uh, of the um, I want something that is so like I want the protector of the moped gang. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna just that's what we're gonna call it. I think that I'm the protector of the moped gang. Again, what does that mean? Who knows? I also think that I am fearless, and I also think that I am what else? Let's go with. Also, I hope you enjoyed the end of uh, Tidal Blades. I really did. Oh, wait. You just Pope World. You just said Vespas for everyone, which means I'm gonna. Also, what is this that we're looking at right now? What is this? What are we looking at? Something. I don't know what that is. All right, there we go. We're gonna have to change that from moped to Vespa because Vespas are way more awesome. Protector of the Vespa gang. Oh, that's such a good show. And then we're gonna go with I think that I am I think that I am hmm I think that I am oh man, Tidal Blades made me cry too. I was crying all the time. Let's see. I think that I am oh, I get it. I get it. Um I think that I am the ultimate combat. Oh no, the ultimate trickster. So my character is like there's like a build that you can do sometimes in some games, but not in all of them, where you play like a fighter who is tricky, can like do like uh, tricky moves. Not all games support that, but let's see if this one does. I believe the last thing I need now is a name. I need a name. My name is going to be. All right. So this character is long and like lanky, like a murder scarecrow, very wiry, like wiry, ropey muscles, leather clad, spikes everywhere, goggles with night vision, death metal singer's voice. Thinking kind of like maybe like a Rob Halford, maybe, uh, or, I'm thinking of it, right? Who's like quick and nimble, protector of the Vespa gang, fearless, and the ultimate trickster. And we need a name. All the feints and disarms is what I'm talking about. Yes. Um, how about a name like he is Long Chainey. That was what. Oh yeah, we're gonna go with Long Chainey because after all. Oh, we're gonna go with LeRoy because we have a nickname. LeRoy Long Chainey. That's my name. LeRoy Long Chainey. Ah! Excuse me for one moment. Hey, Lindy,
Oh, hey, Trooper.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good. I don't know if you know this, but I finished my character.
Oh, nice. I figured you did since you were speaking to me again.
Yes, but I speak to you because we're pals, at least for the moment.
At least for right now.
For right now.
For right
My
now.
character's done.
Mine's done too.
Nice. So we have to begin the duel. So I would like to let you all know, all of you all there in chat, that in this game we have a number of cards. We have 4 maneuver cards apiece, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for dice.
Well, we get to like see each other's characters now.
Yeah, sure.
That's what it says before you when both of you are finished making
Oh,
your characters, read them to each other. So like
well,
we
you
get
should
to
go
look at each other's.
first.
Okay, are you ready? I don't know if you're
I
ready
don't think I am ready, but
to meet
I will
Ripley
try.
SAWyer, who wields
Go
a
on.
chainsaw sword. She has fingerless gloves, is an absolute beefcake. Has really grippy climbing boots, because like I was kind of going for like lumberjack, vibes,
Oh,
but like
nice.
post
Love it.
apocalyptic lumberjack vibes. it'd be good for climbing over rubble and stuff. So like really grippy climbing
Absolutely.
boots. And
Yeah,
a
yeah.
butcher's chainmail apron.
Nice. Nice.
That's
Who do you
my details.
who do you think you are?
I'd say that I'm crafty, determined,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
survivalist, and direct,
Uh-huh.
because why beat around the bush when
Right.
you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
slice through it with a chainsaw?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I'm LeRoy Long Chainey, you see.
nice.
And I wield a long medium chain, like the kind of like the kind of weight of a chain that from like
Yeah,
a tire like snow chains.
you're not using like moat chains. You're using like weapon chains. Yes, but not like
Yeah, yeah,
weapon chains. Yes, I know what you mean.
yeah. With buzzsaw blades.
I've
Dual.
used enough weapons or studied enough weapons to know what you mean when you say weapon chains.
Yeah, that's what I like about you. And I am lithe, lanky, and wiry like a murder scarecrow, like like
I
Ray
know I'm
Bolger
like
from.
an absolute like muscle mommy over here, and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm lanky LeRoy. Yeah,
And I'm leather clad with sharp spikes everywhere,
nice,
and I've
nice.
got pristine goggles with night vision,
Ooh, nice,
and
smooth,
I've got a death metal singer's voice.
nice, nice.
Nice. And I think that I'm the quickest and nimblest in the wastes.
Ooh, okay.
I also think that I'm the protector of the Vespa gang. Who are
Mm,
they? We don't know. We haven't figured that out.
I
Uh,
don't know.
who
You
knows?
well,
Yeah.
that also might not be true. You just think you are, which is my favorite part about
I do
this.
think that. I do think that.
I love
Uh,
that.
I also think that I'm fearless, and I
Hmm.
think that I'm the ultimate trickster.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting how
Mm-hmm.
we I can't wait to find out how we met and stuff now.
I know.
It'll be so
We'll
interesting.
have to find out, right?
Hmm.
Whew. So,
I was listening to
uh,
apocalypse songs while you were
oh,
making your cup of
nice.
tea.
Like which
Uh,
ones?
Jellyfish Apocalypse. It's
Mm-hmm,
one of my
mm-hmm,
favorites.
mm-hmm,
It's
mm-hmm.
classic.
Absolutely. Um, so we have to begin the duel. Oh, I was telling them. So we have 4 attack cards. And these well, we have 4 stance cards and then 5 attack cards is what we have.
Mm-hmm.
This is important because
Mm-hmm.
when we run out, the game ends when we run out of attack cards. Is
When one of us runs out of attack cards.
because that's the end of the game. It's going to be a very short game, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
So
Depends on how we roll.
depends on how we roll. So we have a D4, a D6, a D8, a D10, and a D12. Those are our 5 attack cards, and we have 4
Yep,
stance cards.
sure
So
do.
what we have to do is we each have to secretly, before we do anything, hold on. I just want to make sure that when we play our cards, we play them face down. That'll be really important. Let me just check.
Or we
Hold
just
on.
go 1, 2, 3, draw.
When playing, play face down.
Okay.
Okay. I just did it so that it is face down because I think that should probably be a thing. Let's see. Allow choosing specific cards in the deck. That's fine. Discard pile. I don't even know if we need a discard pile or remove pile.
We'll just throw our disc. We do need a discard pile, and we'll put it just to the edge of the screen. We'll just throw the cards over there.
Yep. And then no remove cards. Great. And then face down and players see number of cards. Sounds great to me.
Yep.
Save changes. Okay, I hope this works out. So we each have to secretly choose one of our attack cards from a
Yep.
D4 to a D12.
Yep.
And then put them on the mat, and then we will no. By the way, I think these cards are a little bit too big, just for my
Yeah, for what they
taste.
need to be. Yeah,
Yeah. There we go. That feels a bit better, don't you think?
because they sit like on that section, so
Yeah. How do you
they
feel
could
about
even
that
be
size?
smaller,
Give me
half that
give me a
size.
size that give me a size you like.
They
We
have
have
to
to be able
fit in
to see it
these.
though, right?
Yeah,
We don't know that. No, we can put our dice there actually. We don't
were
have to put
dice
the
there?
card there.
Okay,
Yeah.
then
So
then
where
that's
were
fine, I
we?
guess. That'd be fine.
Yeah.
Let's just go.
All right. Hold on. Let me
Let's
see
go.
what the size of this
I'm ready to
is.
murder you.
Hold on. I know you want to kill me, but give me a second. So this is 133 by 190. Let me
Mm-hmm.
just make sure the deck 133 by 190. 133 by 190. I want it all to be the same.
The same size? Makes sense.
Yeah. Because I care. Okay. We have to pick a card. This is to set the scene. We pick one of our 5 attack cards, and whoever has the highest is going to have the upper hand, and the other person will have the flash of insight.
Yep.
And the person who has the upper hand is going to set the scene, like where we are fighting. And then the person who has the flash of insight will set the first flashback to let us know how we know each other. And then let's pick our cards. Are you ready? Okay. You've already picked yours?
Yeah. I thought about it all day.
Okay, here's mine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
And if it's the same, we have to pick again.
Okay, wait. I feel like this is not good enough yet. There. I want to make it so it's visible. You know what I mean? So like
sure.
Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. And I'm going to take my dice because I have some. And I'm going to just move these dice down a little bit lower so they're so we have space because I mean we're in it now.
We're in it.
So I'm on the left
to win it.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Now I need to have kind of scary music. Let's get our basement floor back because that's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Because it feels a little.
It's very appropriate.
Yeah. Okay. Shall we reveal?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to turn mine over.
Okay, me too. Oh.
Ooh. I threw a D4, whereas Lindy threw a D6.
I almost picked D4, but I somehow knew you were going to pick D4.
Really?
So I was like, no, I'll go with D6.
Interesting. I'm going to move these right here. I'm going to take my D4, right, and put it down there as used.
Yep.
Yeah.
We don't use either. We cannot use either of these cards again. They're both discarded.
Never use, and we have to take the die. Yep, the die that goes.
I'll go to my dice.
D6
my
on
dice.
the other side. On the other side of the map. Yeah. Okay, so
I can't move the dice. I have no control over them. Yeah.
That's wild.
On the right hand side.
Well, while I'm assigning you dice, would you read what happens next?
Sure. So whoever has the upper hand token sets the scene of the duel. This is the last place these two characters meet. Neither of them may leave this place during the game because this is where one of them will die. Describe the location where this duel is taking place, the environmental conditions of this location, and the position of the characters within the location. The characters could be just showing up and starting off, or already in the middle of action. In any case, they haven't been hurt yet. That's what the rest of the game's for. When setting the scene, talk about how your opponent character is at a disadvantage, as long as it's not in a way that goes against your opponent's qualities. Feel free to state obvious disadvantages, like one character being totally exposed while the other one has high ground or is concealed.
High ground.
Make sure that both of you understand the general layout of the location of the duel. If you're not setting the scene, ask clarifying questions to make sure you understand what's going on. If you're setting the scene, answer these questions honestly, that you don't have to answer the questions the way your opponent hopes you'd answer them. You paid for the right to set up the duel, use it. Let's see. With the tokens assigned to the duel, so you're ready to face off.
The upper hand.
I do have the upper hand.
I feel like you should probably take that because I feel like it's.
Which means you have the flash of insight.
I do have the flash of insight. Also, I have made it. I'll just take that. Woo. And you have.
Yay! I can use these again.
And I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make. You can use mine too. Not that you should. You shouldn't.
I don't need to. I don't need to use your dice. Yeah, but, absolutely not. You.
But what if you need to use them for some reason?
Nope. And we don't have no more D6s anymore.
Well, so do we not get them on either side? Because we have two different kinds of D6s. We have
It says if whoever selected the larger dice gets the upper hand. Then discard the attack cards that you use to place them to the side and place the associated dice with those cards. These are no longer available to use. Okay.
Well then. I will take my 2 D4s and I will put them over there with that card.
Yep.
In case
that's what you do. Yep.
Okay, well, gosh, that
Yeah,
seems.
that's why it's a big deal, you know.
Yeah. Am I worried about this? I'm not, because you know, it's gonna be fine. Where are my
You should start with
D4s?
4 attack cards in your hand. There you go. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Let me send this to back. Okay. That's one D4, and here's another D4. No longer have them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. That's great. Sure. Mm-hmm. Which means I believe you get to set the scene of the duel, do you not?
I do get to set the scene of the duel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So as tempting as suburbia is,
Oh, that's dangerous.
I think we're in a shopping mall.
Mm.
But not just like any part of the shopping mall. We are in like that center where like the fountain is.
Mm-hmm.
And like you've got the escalators going down, like one like escalator on each side. And you've got like the ring around, so people who are upstairs can look down at the fountain.
Oh, okay.
You know that like the central plaza of a shopping mall.
Yeah.
We're in the central plaza. We're not in like the retail stores. Those are all like the things pulled down because the children don't need to use the front faces of shopping malls. You know what I'm saying? So like for their own security, they generally leave the storefronts closed. But the exit and entry doors, those are, you know, available for adults as well.
How big is this mall?
Oh, I imagine it's one of these like big old shopping malls. I imagine it's like a two-story like mall. So it's a good size shopping mall with the fountain in the middle, and the food court's like right next door, so you can take your food as well. But of course, nothing's operational in the food court and hasn't been for like 50 years. But hi kitten. Yeah. So big fountain. Like there's the clear area in front of the fountain too, where like kids could run around, or where they set up the Santa Claus display for Christmas. Oh, since it's December, why don't we say the apocalypse happened like around Christmas, and so like all the North Pole stuff is still set up there?
Yes.
Because it's December 20th. Yes. Why not, right?
Absolutely.
So we're in an old abandoned shopping mall with still has all the Christmas decorations set up. The Santa's village in the center, right in front of the fountain.
Is the fountain still working?
Well, it's pretty apocalypsey. I would like to say no, but I think it'd be no, which means the water's gross.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
It'd be as fun as it would be to say yes. Yeah, there is water, but it's gross.
Okay, so the fountain is working. It's working in a gross way.
Even better. You know how like you say soda fountain? But kids don't necessarily put 2 and 2 together, so they just take 2 liters and like mix it all up in the fountain basin. So it's like anything that you can find in a 2-liter gets dumped into that basin, and they just go up with their cups, and it's like the community children well. It's gross. So you get Sprite mixed with Sunkist, mixed with Coca-Cola, mixed with root beer. It's just it's in a 2-liter. It gets dumped in the fountain. Oh, so much bacteria. But because of the Coca-Cola, I mean, it's so acidic that it's actually would be probably more sterile than a lot of the drinking water. Let's be real.
Oh, fair.
Because of all the gross acidity that is in Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Okay. So we've got all the Christmas decorations.
All the Christmas decorations, like the fake snow, the candy canes, dead Christmas lights.
Oh,
hanging around from the ceiling and stuff, like the wreaths, the garlands, all that's still there.
Okay, and it's a 2-story, and we're in this space where there's like an upper floor, so people on the upper could watch us if they wanted to. If they were
escalators, but the escalators obviously aren't working, so they're just stairs now, I guess.
Right.
Yeah.
And all the stores
and of course, old mall carpet. Like 80s patterned old mall carpet.
Ooh,
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's a carpeted mall.
Like like a movie super
theater.
Gross by now. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Because tile would be too clean. It's super gross carpet.
Okay, with like bald patches maybe?
Oh, for sure. You can see like, you know, like deer trails, but it's little children trails where you can see like the grimy handed footprints of children. Rug burns, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see like little paths on the carpet which are more worn, more used.
Okay, carpeted mall, 2-story.
Mm-hmm.
central plaza, soda fountain, Christmas decorations, metal grates closed on the stores,
Yeah. Because I feel like
food
that would just make
court.
it too easy, if the grates were opened. Yeah.
Uh, depends on what's
Food
in the
court.
stores. Uh,
It's true.
um, food court.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Food
anything
court's like right
else?
next door, but because you can
Yeah,
see
yeah,
it. You always put the
yeah,
food
yeah.
court close to the escalators because
Obviously,
people.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Uh,
really gross soda fountain.
and really gross soda fountain. Okay.
It's more like a soda
I
pond at
believe
this point.
soda pond. Soda
Ugh.
pond. Yeah, yeah. Um, so I believe that's not the only thing you have to describe.
Oh yes. I think we start
You gotta
off.
tell us, we got the environmental conditions, positions
Uh-huh.
of our characters.
Positions of our characters. So
That we're
I think
just
we start
showing up.
off. Because again, I think we said that despite the super bacteria that's growing in the soda, because it is really acidic, it does kill off most of the regular bacteria,
Yeah,
which makes it probably safe for the most flat drinking water available.
yeah.
So I think you're going to like get some really gross soda from the soda pond, and I'm on the
Got
escalator,
I've got like a
like a tin
like a
cup,
canteen cup. Yeah, 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 yeah,
canteen
yeah,
cup, yeah,
yeah, yeah,
or
yeah.
even worse, like a paper Dixie cup.
Okay, this is why I'm at a
Stack of
disadvantage because I'm
them.
gonna paper a Dixie cup.
A paper Dixie cup. Yeah. Yeah. We got a
Mhm,
paper Dixie cup for the soda pond and
mhm.
um and I'm you're like the gazelle going to the watering hole to
Yeah.
drink. Yeah.
Mhm.
I watched a lot of
Go
nature
on.
documentaries growing up. And
Oh my,
I
my
I think
word.
I've got the high ground. I think I'm on one of the escalators um that are like just again the railings are just covered with like Christmas garland and candy cane colored ribbons and stuff. Are you just gonna sit
Mhm.
right here? Yes, the answer is yes. Okay. Um, oh, I forgot I was wearing lipstick. Well, you'll clean
Oh,
that off later. She's got
later
she's got
maybe.
lipstick on her.
Uh,
Um,
uh, uh, uh.
yeah,
Hey
and
Tesla.
I've got the high ground to start with. I think I got most of
Mm-hmm,
it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, I sketched it out in my mind.
Yeah.
So, I believe that is the beginning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So,
So now we gotta
dear
do
audience,
maneuvers and memories.
so sequence of play, right? We get our
Yep.
rounds during which we both describe our character struggles to overcome each other in the final
Mm-hmm.
duel.
Mm-hmm.
We have 4 attack cards left. When we finish, then we're done.
Mm-hmm.
And we get our stuff. So your character will be damaged by losing available attack cards, having your qualities changed into worse traits. And then once one of you runs out of attack cards, then the game is resolved.
Yep.
So we have to, yeah. So we have to declare maneuvers and memories. That's the sort of overview.
You,
We have to
you also
declare
have to
maneuvers and
say
memories.
where we met.
It didn't say that though. I think we have to do that later, right? Because
I
that's
don't
setting
think
the
so.
scene. Setting the scene. Character at a disadvantage. Understand, right? Describing the location. Mark. So yeah, it does not look like
You're
I
interested in
describe
showing
how we met yet.
the first flashback. Okay. Just
Yeah,
say how the characters first know each other. Okay. So
yeah.
the first
So
flashback has to be how we know each other. Okay.
yes. So that'll be
Okay.
our first one.
Yes.
Okay, so at the beginning of each round, we have 4 rounds. We'll declare
Mm-hmm.
maneuvers and memories. This begins with maneuvers. Whoever has the upper hand,
Mm-hmm.
that's you, will describe your character's action and intent in a new moment of the duel, and then the other person will do the same for their character. And then we do memories. The person with the flash of insight token will narrate a new flashback scene and describe the character's agenda.
It's
His
not
character's
necessarily
agenda.
4 rounds.
Oh, great. Followed
Yeah.
by the other player describing their character's agenda for that scene.
Mm-hmm.
That's worrisome. And
Because
after this, we
if you
attack.
win the attack, you get to keep your attack card. So
Oh, I see. Okay.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's why I'm saying it might
Right.
not be 4
I see.
rounds.
I see.
4
I
rounds if
see.
someone
I see.
loses all 4 times in a row.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
After we do that, we will attack.
Yep.
We will select our attack cards from our hand, and then we will reveal the attack cards at the same time. And then whoever's the upper hand may adopt a stance.
Yep.
by playing a stance card.
Yep.
You currently have the upper hand. If you opt to pass, the other player may then play one of their own stance cards, and then no more than one stance card may be played per round. And finally, both players roll the dice from their attack card and use the results to assign the upper hand and flash of insight tokens for the next go round. And then once that's done, we do the inflict pain and suffering, which sounds pleasant. And whoever has the flash of insight token has a revelation about one of the qualities of her opponent's character, allowing her to change the quality to something worse, revealing its true nature. Then the person with the upper hand token recovers the attack card that they played, while the other player must discard the attack card. And then we narrate our outcomes. Whoever doesn't have the flash of insight token narrates the outcome of the flashback scene, including the successful completion of the opponent's agenda for that flashback. Whoever doesn't have the upper hand token narrates the outcome of that moment of the duel, including the successful completion of our opponent's action. Finally, if you both still have attack cards, then we play another round. Otherwise, we go to the bitter end.
Yep.
Yeah. So I should say this out loud. I should say what the ground rules are. 1. You may only narrate events and actions that are consistent with the character's current qualities. So since Ripley SAWyer is a survivalist, I cannot narrate something that means that Ripley cannot do survival stuff, right? So we have to narrate within the qualities.
Or that I'm like not a beefcake.
Right. You may not narrate an event or an action that would permanently remove the ability of the character to act in the story. So for example, it's not fair to make a character permanently comatose. You're not comatose in the duel, right? You may not narrate the final death of either character until the end of the duel.
The final round, yep.
You may not narrate an action that would remove either character from the location of the scene. And you may always ask questions of your opponent if the narration is unclear. So I guess we have to do our maneuvers.
Yep.
Yeah. So first step of each round. I'm sorry, wait. Lindy's going to start, but the first step of each round is to establish what you're fighting to accomplish during the round, both in that moment of the duel as you fight to survive, and in the next flashback as you fight to establish that your opponent isn't who they think they are. So, whoever has the upper hand states your character's next action in the duel. Do this by saying what you're doing and what you intend to accomplish. Then the other player states their action the same way. Please remember, state actions that are quick.
I have the upper hand,
I'm
so...
Dixie Cup.
Yeah. My intent is to jump off of the escalator stairs from where I'm at and, like, knock you into the soda pond.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Okay.
Just...
Well,
I don't even need to rip my chainsaw yet.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Just broadside, just right into the...
I see.
When you're leaning over with your Dixie cup and you're all vulnerable. Yeah.
Yeah, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
it's my intent.
That's your intent. That's cool.
Yep.
My intent is to use your momentum against you, like water, like perhaps like soda fountain. My intent is to sort of like slide around. So as you come down, I will slide around hopefully and have you land in the pond,
the soda pond.
In the soda fountain as I am outside of it. That'll be my intent, is to sort of use your momentum against you.
Sure.
Those are our intents. Now, we do memories and identity.
Yep, go for it.
So I get to narrate, and I must narrate how we
time we met,
right?
Yeah.
Okay. So whoever has the flash of insight, which is me, sets up the next flashback. You do this by stating how much time has passed since the last flashback. I can say how long it's been since, right?
Yeah, it could be like 30 years.
Right? Any notable environmental details and the characters present. And they must be in chronological order, all the flashbacks, occurring after the previous flashback and before the duel, giving enough time for there to be more flashbacks, right? And both characters must be present and able to interact with each other in the flashback. And then, once it's set up, which I will do now, the person with the flash of insight token describes the situation in which the two characters are interacting. And that person then states their character's agenda for the flashback, which represents how I'm trying to gain advantage over the other character in this situation. And it can be a direct action or whatever it is, right? And then the other player states their agenda in the same way. Okay. There are two restrictions. First, only state one outcome per agenda. And second, you may not attempt to win an agenda that you lost earlier in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. The first flashback has two special rules. First, it must be about the very first time that your characters met. Second, when setting it up, instead of stating how much time has passed since the last flashback, state when it occurs relative to the duel. 3 months ago, 3 years ago, etc., etc. Okay, and the amount of time I pick will influence what kind of story we tell. Okay, so this first flashback is going to take place 20 years earlier.
20 years. Ooh, okay. Okay.
Okay, 20 years earlier.
All right. Wow.
Okay, yeah. And it's going to take place at the the stadium where they do the rallies,
Ooh.
like like
Okay.
demolition
Yeah.
derbies, right? That kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's like yeah. So it's like a stadium, but it's not a super big one. It's not like a massive stadium for like
No.
no. It's like a more of like a local kind of a stadium, right?
Yeah.
Where you get like maybe like a college size stadium or something, not like a Big
Mm-hmm.
Ten, but like good enough size. But and it's like a big open space with like dirt,
Mm-hmm.
where you've got a and it's full of like people. Um, Audience, not so much, right? I think there's like a decent audience, not a super huge audience though. Mostly there are a lot of people around who are going
Okay.
to participate in the event.
Okay.
So you've got like a bunch of different gangs of people,
Okay.
right? And you can tell they're different gangs, right? You've got the Lawnmower Chariot gang. You can just
Ooh,
kind of
yeah.
tell by like what kind of uh, vehicles they have, right? There's the
Mm-hmm.
Lawnmower Chariot gang. There's the gang that has got like cars, gang that's in motorcycles, Vespas, right? There's a whole bunch of different
Yeah.
sorts
Yeah.
of
Oh, yeah.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
bicycles, rocket powered bicycles or whatever, right? Like lots of different kinds of events. And there is it's sort of like a race demolition derby sort of a thing, right? Uh,
Sure.
and there are people already in the center going after each other at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Not all of the gangs are in, right? It's like I think you get the kind of a sense of there being waves of the event, right? Like
Sure, sure.
some
Yeah.
people haven't
Different
come in yet.
categories.
Different
Yeah.
categories. But this is not there's no backstage, right? So all the gangs are on the field itself around like
Mm-hmm.
the periphery, whereas people are
Mm-hmm.
going in, dueling and attacking each other with their
Sure.
vehicles, right? But lots of other groups and gangs are sort of surround it. And I think that when it starts off, two of the most badass gangs are it's like a 2-on-2. It's like 1-on-1. So there's like probably like
Okay.
10 or 12, like a bunch of different gangs around the sides, and there are two gangs in the middle. And these two gangs are like the badassiest of all of the gangs. It
Nice.
is the uh, four-wheeler gang,
Mm-hmm.
right? So these four-wheeler truckers and the deadly roller skaters, right? So you've got these like
Okay.
super armored people on roller skates
Mm-hmm.
and rollerblades, right? And then you have these four-wheelers, but they don't have the trailers on them. They're just like the thing itself,
Yeah.
and they're in the center going at it with each other. Uh, that's like the setup. And I think when we first see each other, we are in different groups, and
Okay.
we are not participating yet, right? We're on with our group getting ready to go on.
Yeah.
I
I
imagine
want to be
this
in
is
the
kind of
Lawnmower
like
Chariots.
you're in Lawnmower Chariots, and I'm with the Vespa Vespa
Yeah,
gang.
sounds great.
And I think it's kind of like, like playground rules. Whoever wins, the next person comes in to challenge them, and it's like
Sure.
that
Yeah,
kind,
makes
right?
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of a thing. And that's the situation that we're both like on the sides, waiting for our turn to see if we can. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe you're not guaranteed to be able to challenge. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe you have to hope that you can get in there to challenge the
Mm-hmm.
reigning champs, who, by the way, are the Deadly Roller Skaters. They are the reigning
Yep.
champs. Uh, they there are a lot of them, right? There's like a whole lot of them, and they are
Mm-hmm.
very, very hard to defeat. And so, and I think we see each other from, we're not like across the stadium from each other.
Mm-hmm.
We're on the
Mm-hmm.
same side of the stadium, but we're like, at a fair distance, but not like so distant that we're like that far away. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe there's like another group in between us around the ring, but we're pretty close. And we see each other from that sort of short distance with our gangs. That's, I think, that's where we are.
Okay.
And yeah, so I think I have to then start, and this, yeah, 20 years ago. And who else is present? All the gangs. This is like
All of them.
all of them, all the major gangs for
All
our
of them.
space, which, in honor of you, we're going to be in Florida, just so you know.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Nice.
That sounds
Because
miserable. Oh,
I want
oh
to honor
boy.
you, right? Yeah, we're in
Oh,
Florida.
we could have been
Yeah.
anywhere.
No, we had to be in
Oh,
Florida. Yeah,
gross.
yeah. Ah. And my agenda is going to be, um, you're with the Lawnmower
The
Chariots, right?
the Lawnmower
And they're pretty
Chariots. Yeah.
badass. Yeah.
Because I do chainsaw and chariots. I was thinking like lawn care stuff. I'm in the lawn care group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm on the Vespa, so I'm usually like on the back end of the Vespa. Somebody's driving, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think, is it the Orange Bowl? It is. It's at the Orange Bowl. This is where it is. We're at the Orange Bowl. What city's that in? Lindy? Pope? Where is
That's
it?
a great question. I think
I
Miami,
feel
but
like
I'm
it's
not positive.
Is it Miami? Nice.
I'm not sure.
Miami. Sweet. We're in Miami. We're at the Orange Bowl.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
So I think my agenda is that
Mm-hmm.
I want to, I catch your eye. I want to
Mm-hmm.
negotiate um, an alliance between
Okay.
the Vespa gang
Mm-hmm.
and your lawnmower chariot gang. That's my
Mm-hmm.
agenda for this meeting.
Cool. My agenda is to seduce, and this doesn't have to be you, seduce one of the leaders of one of the other gangs.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's my
Okay.
agenda for this like location. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. That's exciting. So, you know what that means? We have to attack.
We do.
Yes. So we both have to secretly select an attack card. And what happens here is going to determine, right, what happens
Yep. Sure
in both the
is.
flashback and
And
the battle.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see. I'm going to have to pick my card.
You do. Oof. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see.
Yep.
Okay. And let's let everybody see
Do
what
I
we
want
got
to do
going
this
on.
so early?
I don't know. Here's mine.
Kind of do, but I kind of don't.
I don't know what we're gonna do. So we're meeting
All
up
right.
at the demolition rally, which I'm very excited
Yeah.
about.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also trying to kill each other in the mall. Which mall is this, by
Yeah.
the way? I don't
I
know where
guess
we
it's
are. We
got to
could be anywhere,
be
actually.
some mall in Florida, maybe. I mean, it's been 20 years. It
Yeah.
could be anywhere. We could be
Yeah.
at the
Could be
Mall of
anywhere.
America. I mean,
We could be. Yeah.
I really don't want to fall in that soda fountain, the soda
I think you
pond.
do.
I don't. I really don't.
I feel like you really do. I think you really, really
Oh,
do.
I really don't.
Mhm.
All right, I'll do it. Let's go.
Okay, hold on. Let me make sure that this is visible so everyone can see. Okay, everyone can see it. If you're ready,
Yeah.
we are going to reveal.
Yep.
We could be at Disneyland too. Actually, that's true.
Oh, we could be.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Disney.
I'm ready when you are.
Oof. I'm ready.
Ooh, okay. A D10 and a D8.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I believe as the person with the upper hand, it is your choice first.
I want to do it a stance.
And then let me just make sure I want to do this right.
Yep.
So,
It's the first time playing this game.
first time playing it, so we have to make sure we do it right. If you have the upper hand,
Mm-hmm.
then you choose your stance. Yeah. Let's see. Reveal your card simultaneously. Place one of the dice. I think it's important.
Yes.
Place one of the dice on the dueling die space in your character sheet. Okay, I've got a D10. Let me grab my D10.
Got a D8.
Grab one of these and I'll put this here to say that I've got it in there, right? Okay, so we'll make sure we do this right. So once you've both made your selection, reveal your cards, show the dice, place one of the dice on the dueling die space in your character sheet and the other on the flashback die space. Okay, so we're going to have to pick both of these, it looks like.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom.
Okay.
All
right, well.
I want to flip it.
Sure, I'll flip it.
Red for attack, blue for, white for insight.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. That's fair. That's fair. Oh my gosh. I'm a little worried about this, right?
I want to use my stance.
I'm a little worried. If possible, use the same color for each time. It's great. Okay, so red is fight, and then white is dueling. If you have the upper hand, which is you may now adopt a stance by playing a stance card from your hand.
And I think I will.
If you... Go ahead.
I think I'm going to do...
By the way, before you pick, everyone, there are 4 stances. A dirty trick, which gives you a +3 to both of those dice. A mighty blow, which gives you a +2 to both dice. A skillful attack, which gives you a +1 to one die and a ±1 to the other, and you choose after rolling. And a superior maneuver, which you return your selected attack card to your hand and play a new attack card before rolling dice. And if this person, who is Ripley, decides not to choose a stance, then I may do so. Skillful attack.
Yep.
Okay. I'm really worried about this. Wait, Pope says, I suggest, based on the description, the Gardens Mall of Palm Beach Gardens.
Sure.
I love it.
Why not?
I love it. So it seems like I cannot adopt a stance because you have adopted one.
That's damn straight.
Okay. So
I might not have the upper hand for long, but I have it right now.
Okay. So now we have to roll our dice.
Yep.
So I think we should roll our attack dice first.
I think so. Random side.
And the way we roll our dice is that we click multi-sided random side.
Yep.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, I rolled a 3.
Okay. Hold on. Let me get there. And actually, I made this not visible, but I can make it visible now. Boop. There we go. All right. And then let's do our the other one, the flashback die. Okay, choose side. Oh, no, that's cancel. I want random side. A 1. Man. Okay.
Wow. Double ones.
Okay. I rolled double 1s, everybody. Not the best on D10s, which is bad times for me. Okay.
Yeah. I guess you're going to that soda fountain.
Now you can modify your die rolls.
I can. What happens if we tie on a die?
Oh, well, I suppose we'll find out. But by the way, since you have the upper hand on the dueling die, you get to keep the upper hand.
I do.
Yeah.
And
oh, if you tie for the
my
the
attack
dueling.
card.
And so you get to keep the upper hand. And if whoever's the lower flashback result, which is me, I take the
unless
flash
I
of insight token.
unless I reduce it to 1 and then we tie on the flashback.
If you tie the lower flashback result, whoever is currently holding the flash of insight token keeps it.
Okay. Well, in that case,
So
then, my stance didn't do much because you rolled double ones. So, doesn't matter what I added to because I can't roll less than you on the attack die or less than you on the insight die. So,
if a stance card was played, discard it.
Yep. So we gotta put this in my discard pile over here. Whoop. And you get the flash of insight again.
Yes, I do. Okay.
Which is interesting because I was angling to get that flash of insight, and then you were like, you rolled the 1 on the first one. And I was like, he's gonna roll high on that second one. Yes, and then you didn't. I was like, damn, dude, that's bad for you, but also bad for me. Oh
gosh.
Okay.
So we now have to inflict pain and suffering. That's
pain and suffering.
The dice have now decided our fates.
Yeah.
Flashback and revelation.
Insight.
Yeah.
We would have tied on inspiration. So.
Yes. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I was aiming for.
But
But you get it. Because I'm nice.
Well, I mean, it's also because you just can't get worse than I rolled. So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Tried real hard. I rolled a 2 and everything. But yeah, I get to keep my attack card. Woo! I'll take that. Put it in my back of my deck.
Although I suppose that's at the very end, right? I think we have to do that at the very end. At the end of our pain and suffering.
Well, then I'll put it back out. There you go.
Thank you. Okay, so flashbacks and revelation. If you have the flash of insight, which I do, change a quality in your character's sheet. Choose a quality from the I think I am column, cross it out, and then write down a quality, but I really am, next to it that was just crossed out. Yep. And this replacement quality must contradict, diminish, or pervert the original quality.
Yep.
If you've already crossed off all the qualities in your opponent's sheet, then take the upper hand token instead, if you don't already have it. Okay, so... Okay. So I get to cross out one of your qualities.
You sure do.
Okay. Ooh, okay. This is exciting. All right. You think you are Hold on. You think you are direct, right?
I do. Yeah.
You do think you are direct. However,
I sure do.
You're not direct.
Oh.
No. You are. Oh, this is gonna be exciting. You are not direct, and also I'm gonna if you don't mind, I'm gonna make a little line here just to
go for it. No, please do.
Out. Just cross this out. Just
cross it out. Let's go.
Just cross it out. So you think you're direct, but really, you are. I want to say boorish, right?
Ooh.
And, boorish and obnoxious.
I get 2 of them for 1.
Well, like basically boorish and obvious. You know what I mean? Like this kind of like no, I'll just say boorish. That's clear, right? Like that's what you.
I was like, I thought boorish was pretty clear.
Yeah. There you go. To make it clear, you are. Yeah. Boorish.
I think I'm direct, but I'm really boorish. Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that's So that done. We have to do our duel and injury. I don't think.
Yeah, and whose agenda wins?
So let's see. Also, I think I can zoom in on this just a little bit more. Whoop. There we go. Ha 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 ha. All right, so I believe if you have the upper hand, you get to keep your attack card, return it to your
I
hand,
do.
and put
Woo!
the associated die back on your ready dice.
Woo!
This is bad. Your opponent discards the attack card that they played.
Sure do.
I do. Terrible business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then also I get to get rid of these dice too because I don't get to have them anymore,
You sure do.
which seems real bad. Real bad. Yeah. if if all of your opponent's original qualities have been crossed off, then have your opponent discard a second attack card of his
Yep.
choice if he still has any. Wow,
Yep.
that's terrible. That's really bad.
Hey,
That's
the
real
goal is to
bad.
get to 0 attack cards, so
Well, okay.
so that someone
So,
can kill each other. So, you know, otherwise it could go on for quite a while, I imagine.
I guess. So now we have to do our flashback outcome. That happens first.
It sure
Whoever
does.
does not have the Flash of Insight token narrates the outcome of the flashback. But
Oh,
the narration must include the successful completion of the agenda of the player who is holding the Flash of Insight.
okay, so you get your agenda.
I do. Now,
don't
you
get the agenda.
may include the successful completion of your agenda as long as
okay.
that doesn't contradict my agenda or overshadow my victory in any other matter.
I don't think
The
so.
illustration, the narration must also illustrate the quality that was changed this round.
Okay. Okay.
Give it to me. I'm ready.
So you're the protector of the Vespa gang, which kind of implies that you're like the leader to a certain extent.
Yes.
So
yes.
in this flashback, you know, we're around the rally.
There's like
I
roller
imagine
skaters
this
attacking.
rally goes on for days. Like this is like a
Yes.
week-long rally. Like so, like
Yes.
we're not
Yes.
fighting today. We're just scoping out and
Yes.
watching, getting entertainment. You know.
Good question.
Yes.
Can we have trash cans on fire?
What other fire sources would we have?
Okay, that's all I wanted. I just want like trash barrels on fire. You know, big
so
metal.
like we like, you know, we like go around like trash barrels like neutral ground. You know, I mean sometimes fights break out, but like they're pretty neutral ground, so like you can mingle without like as much risk of getting stabbed or shanked or something. So imagine we like mosey over to a trash barrel. It's on fire. And you're like hoping to make an alliance. You're like, I want to make an alliance. The chariot, the lawnmower chariots seem like, you know, might be a good mix with the Vespa gang. And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to get some. I'm gonna like seduce one of the faction leaders and have them under my thumb. And so I think I'm gonna be direct, and I'm like, hey, we should go get out of here. You know, I think I'm doing that, but really I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. I decided I'm Australian. I don't know why, but I did.
Well, because it's post-apocalypse.
Yeah. Or you.
What?
We're gonna get out of here, right? We're gonna like have a great time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, right?
No. I want to go and make an alliance. We have to stay here in the arena.
I mean, we don't really leave the arena, but like, you know, like that shed. Because, you know, like those arenas always have like the weird, like little nooks that you have. Yeah.
We don't know why. Yeah.
Yeah. And I imagine in this flashback, you're like, wow, what a bore. But also, I could use this to make an alliance. Because like, I think it's all me, but really it's you going, oh, okay, she's into me. We can make an alliance based off of this.
Yes.
Whoa.
So like, I think it's me, but it's really all you. I think it's how this flashback goes.
And that sounds very pleasant. Like, sounds like we had a lovely time.
We had a great time. I imagine it was a wild time. Probably a lot of questionable booze involved throughout that week. By the end of it, like I've signed some contract, like very base contract. I don't imagine they're fancy contracts here in the apocalypse. But like a base contract, and I'm like, when did I agree to this alliance? I thought I was the one in. Well, guess I'm not the one in charge. Yeah, so that's how I imagine it playing out. Is we both get what we want, but you're the real winner. You come out on top of this whole situation.
On top. I got it. because anyway, okay,
Yeah.
so I get to
And now the motorcycle chariots
narrate
or the lawnmower chariots are aligned with the Vespa gang.
with the Vespa
We
gang.
have to come like help you out if you like ask for help and
Yeah,
stuff.
and vice versa, and share
Sure.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna share
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Like, this is why I see it going very poorly in the future, and I'm trying to knock you into a soda pond.
I don't know why that's happening, but
Mm-hmm.
whoever does not have the upper hand token, that would be me, narrates the outcome of the dueling actions. And it must include the successful completion of the action of the player who's holding the upper hand. And it may include the successful completion of my action as long as it doesn't contradict your action or overshadow your momentary victory in any manner. It must also illustrate the stance that was adopted this round, which was a skillful attack.
Skillful attack. Yes, it was a skillful attack. You know, I set it all up.
Okay, so I'm sort of drinking from the little Dixie cup out of the
Yes.
swamp soda pond.
It's got like
in
the
the middle.
90s swoosh on it, you know.
Yeah.
It's like teal and purple.
Oh, it is. Full of brown, sort of off brown liquid.
Yeah, like light brown. Yeah,
because there's a lot of like Fanta orange
and Sprite and ginger ale.
Yeah, you see me.
It's like light brown.
We're on the same. And there's probably some Mountain Dew in there.
It was a river. You wouldn't want to drink from a river this color. But
no,
it's,
you would
but
not.
it's a soda pond, so it's fine.
So it's fine. It's fine. And it's a soda pond because the fountain part is not actually working. It's just.
Yep, because there's no electricity.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's right. There's no electricity. Nope.
Yep.
And I think what happens is, as I'm leaning over to drink, I see in the reflection of the soda, I see you.
The glint of my chainmail apron.
The glint of your chainmail apron as you come flying from the upper floor down the escalator, and I see you, and I'm like, I'm like, Ripley, like that, and as I try to turn to like get out of your way, and I've got it. I know that you're gonna hit face first into this fountain. I'm gonna move right out of the way, and I move right out of the way because I'm so slick. But here's the thing. Thing is, you have known me for a very long time. It's been 20 years.
20 years. Yeah.
20 years. And I've always thought of you as being sort of like obviously direct. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But actually, no, as you sort of come down and I move to the side, you're already ready for me. And you snake out your chainsaw sword. The backwards, you know what I mean? So I get the hilt.
Yeah.
And you hook my leg as you twist. And as you twist, you hook my leg, and my leg goes up, and I fall backwards right into the soda pond.
Nice.
And you have a nice 3-point superhero landing. Right
nice. Yeah.
On the other side of the pond. And I imagine
like that raised area where like the fountain would have been.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I imagine like you stand up, right? Just like in all of your full height and glory, chainsaw sword. And I'm like on my back, prone, inside.
I don't imagine it's very deep. I imagine like you have to be laying face down.
Yeah.
With like your face forward to drown. Like even if you were like sideways, I imagine you wouldn't drown.
It's fine.
But
yeah. But it's gross.
Yeah. It's gross. It's gross. Who knows how many children have put their hands in here?
All of them. There are a lot of them. Yeah.
But how many? We don't know. Just a lot.
We don't. And I think that with a big splash, like the sound of it reverberates through the entire mall.
Of course it does. Yeah. Christmas ornaments sway on the trees.
Christmas ornaments swaying. And I think that you can hear then like with that, because you have a lot of weight to you. Like you're like beefy, right? And when you like hit the ground, it like vibrates the ground. And I think you can hear then like this like wind up sound of music go, the weather outside. Just like a little bit of like that. Yeah. Well, so I believe that's this round. That's the first
That is this
move.
round.
Yeah.
Next
I
move.
believe we have to do the next one. Okay. Okay, I've got to pick. What do I got? What do I got? Okay. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, let me see.
Did you discard your attack card? Oh, good, you did. Good.
I did. Actually, I think we don't do our cards yet. We do our maneuvers. We have to
That's
use the
right.
upper hand.
That's
So you
right.
describe your action. You describe what's next in your agenda, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What do you
Well,
want to happen,
you're
my
like
friend?
prone in the chain, in
I'm
like
like on my
the soda
back,
pond.
supine.
Yeah,
I'm supine.
super. Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
ugh. And so I think what my next move is because I'm again on like the middle island of this former beautiful mall fountain, which is now a terrible, awful soda pond. I think I like go from the reverse script that I had, I flip it down, and I get ready to like stab downwards on top of you, like just ready to just plunge into you with this chainsaw sword.
Wow, you're trying to kill me.
Yes.
I see this. No, I see this, right? But I just feel like where's the love? We were aligned 20 years ago.
We gotta find some flashbacks to find out what happened here.
I know. I need to know what happened. So I see you coming, right? You got the big sword. I think what I want to do is quickly pull out my chain, right? And what I want to do is use the chain to lock up your sword, and then use that to yank it out from underneath you so that you fall in the pond as well.
Ooh. Okay.
That's my goal.
Knock me down. Yeah. I like it.
Yes,
I like it.
That is my goal, and hopefully I'm gonna be like sort of like get myself in a better position, right? Because right now it's not a good position. So that said, I get to narrate the flashback.
You do.
This flashback
Because you got the insight
will be,
again.
I do. This flashback is going to be 5 years later.
Okay.
So 15 years ago.
15 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is going to be a raid.
Okay.
And both the Lawnmower Charioteers and the Vespa gang.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to call them the Vespa Boys because it sounds like the Venga Bus, and that makes me excited.
I'm okay with that.
So,
yeah, the Vespa Boys sounds like really cool.
Yeah, the Vespa Boys are coming. That's just...
Yeah. That's stuck in my head.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So the Vespa Boys and the Lawnmower Charioteers are both doing a raid on like a convoy?
The dune buggies.
Dune buggies. Like there's like a dune buggy convoy that has like food and supplies. And we are raiding, we're basically we've set up an ambush. And we are going to raid this dune buggy crew, this dune buggy convoy, and take their food, their batteries, because we need batteries, right?
Yes,
For supplies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so we're there.
Gotta have batteries.
Oh my gosh, right? And we are laying in wait when this scene starts. The dune buggies are coming right through like swamp area, and we're gonna sort of come out like together on either side to attack them. It's gonna be so great. And we're gonna get all their stuff. And my agenda for this flashback is to, my agenda obviously is to, I want to get the, because I'm like Vespa chain, right? I want to sort of get the main food, like the main logistics dune buggy. It's got like a dune buggy with like a trailer, right? I want to try to
of course
try to commandeer that one for the both of our gangs, and also whoever we're protecting back. Because I imagine that we've got like maybe like we've got like a community, like a small like a
small one, yeah.
Like a small community that
not a lot of people.
Not a lot of people, but like we've got like a apartment block or whatever that we're staying at. We've got people there.
We've got a condo.
So we've got a condo, right? So I want to secure. It's gotta be a condo. I want to secure the food. Is what I want to do. So that's my agenda. My agenda is to secure the food while making sure that you're safe.
My agenda is to get the batteries and
Okay.
fuel, batteries and gasoline.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, we need the gasoline too. Yeah. Okay.
Always.
So I'm looking for the food. You're looking for the fuel.
You're looking for human fuel. I'm looking for machine fuel.
Yeah. Okay. What a great team. I'm sure nothing bad will happen.
All right, but now we got to attack, right?
We have to do our attack cards. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go here. Let's see. Dang it. Okay.
I have so many to choose from. Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a bold move, but I think I'm gonna go for it.
Okay. I am also ready. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've made your cards like redder, I think, than mine. So it's like,
Well, the chainsaw would have more splatter, probably. More spray.
obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. So we know what's at stake for both.
Yeah.
Shall we flip the cards? A D6 is what I got. Oh, look at both of us going low, huh? Okay, well, let me put my D6s on my card. Okay. You have the upper hand. Would you like to play a stance?
You know, I don't think so. I think I'll allow you to have one.
So you're passing your stance, so I could play a stance if I wanted.
If you want to.
Ooh. Well, that's tricky, isn't it? You know, okay, that's oh, I feel like I should play a stance. But I'm gonna play I'm gonna play a stance. I've got one. And just for good times, I will play, if you don't mind, a skillful attack.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
It is a good one. It is a good one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You ready?
No.
To roll?
Yes. Okay. Dueling dice first?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think that's the more fun way to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Before we roll though, hold on. Let me just look at OBS to make sure. Okay. Dice thing is being visible. Okay, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Dueling dice first?
Yeah. If I could help click the right one. Yep.
Random side?
Yep. Oh.
I roll a 3?
I rolled a 3.
We both rolled a 3.
We did.
Okay.
That's exciting.
Okay. That's okay. And then our
other dice, yeah.
Our flash of insight dice.
Yep.
6.
4. We both rolled max on our dice. My dice is lower.
Wow.
You can't beat my insight.
Okay. So, I guess what this means is
you can decide to win or lose the combat dice because you can't win the insight dice.
Yeah.
Can't roll low enough.
Yeah.
Because I rolled a 4. I rolled a 4.
Oh gosh. Oh golly.
Do you want to win the attack dice or no?
I think I'm going to have to win the attack dice, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to turn my dueling dice into a 4, and then my my other die into a 5. Oh my goodness. Yep. Okay. Flashback dice.
Say goodbye to D4.
Well, first off, though, wait, first.
Fair.
First.
You can have that.
First. Upper hand goes to me. Yep, that's the first thing that has to happen.
Yep.
And then flash of insight goes to you, because we have to swap them first, right?
Yep.
Okay, now you may change one of my qualities.
I sure do. I've been thinking about which one I want to change.
I'm so worried about this.
I was really tempted to go for your first one and name it, but I
Yeah.
really am not quick enough.
Mhm.
But I've decided it'd be more advantageous for me to change the ultimate trickster.
Mm.
But really,
Mhm. 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 Mhm.
you think you're the ultimate trickster,
Mm.
but really you broadcast every move.
That is sexy. That is very sexy. By the way, I am going to, if you don't mind, just put that cross out right there. Okay. I broadcast every move. I see how it is.
Yeah,
All
I went low
right.
because I wanted to change that. That's the reason I picked a D4, is because I really wanted you to not be the ultimate trickster.
Really? Well,
Yeah, that is
I'm gonna
exactly
just
why.
I'm gonna just take this card back into my hand.
Sure do. Take it.
I will do that. And
Do it.
you have to
And I
discard yours.
I discard my D4. Goodbye, D4.
And your D6s.
Yeah. You get
And
to keep
then
your
I have to
D6s.
put my skillful attack away.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So, flash of insight. Please narrate the outcome of this flashback, saying how you get what you want. I can also get what I want, but you get what you want.
You do the flashback. I do the current move.
Oh, that's right. I do the flashback
Yeah.
and you do the duel.
You
That
do the
is correct.
flashback and I do the duel.
Yes. Thank you. So I get to narrate how you get what you want. Okay.
Yeah.
So
I get
here
the
we
fuel.
are.
You might
Right.
also get the food.
So I think what happens is, but I also actually have to, in this description of the flashback, I have to describe
Show how you
the
broadcast
change
every
of
move.
steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I think what happens is, the dune buggy convoy is moving through like the Everglades,
Mm-hmm.
and we're waiting, like on either side.
Oh, not through the
waiting
Everglades.
for
On the
them to-
beach. We're obviously on the beach.
On a beach. Sure,
There's no
on a
dunes in the
beach, right?
Everglades. The dune buggies would not get very far.
Oh, well, you know.
Or the
not gonna get
lawnmowers.
very
Or
far.
the Vespas. It would
No,
be
that's
really
fair.
bad.
No, that's fair. That's fair. That'd be really bad. So it's like on a beach, like there's a boardwalk, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And they've probably gotten a lot of fish, right? And there's probably like a
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
right, and like a old gas station, all that kind of stuff, right? And they're moving out from this area, and we're
Mhm.
waiting. And as they move through, like
behind
we
the
have like
dunes.
set them up. Yeah, we're hiding behind the dunes. We've got the perfect ambush spot. And as they're moving in, and it's gonna be the perfect moment, I pop my head up and my goggles glint in the light,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and they see it, and the leader, whose name is Large Marge, goes, "Raiders!" like that, and they start to try to charge out of the way.
It
which
should
is
be
when
Marge the
you-
Barge instead.
Marge the Barge. That's when you and the Lawnmower Charioteers roar over the dunes in like this super badass way, right?
Like,
And-
we have to do that to both of our lawnmowers. We're like, throw it, revving. And we jump on.
And
Steer
you
our
jump up and
lawnmowers.
like, oh, 'cause I get to describe this, right?
Yeah.
So you zoom off, like with both of your lawnmowers, right? Over the dune, and you're flying through the air. And meanwhile, Large Marge has turned to me, and she's got a harpoon gun, and she turns it towards me to shoot me as me and the
Yeah.
Vespa Boys start to come over our dunes. But unfortunately, she saw us coming, so she's got this harpoon gun pointing at me, and she's about to pull the trigger. And you are flying through the air with your lawnmower chariot, and your lawnmower blades just cut off her
Flipper.
head. Right?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Head
just
gone.
just head gone with as the lawnmower is just like, and then you land, right? And you're just like,
and there's
look
red
back.
streak behind for a while.
Yeah. And you just turn back like you're just so badass. And then like another one comes, and like it's just now madness and chaos as we are like fighting, right? And I've got my chain going, and you're just like, you've got your chainsaw sword going, and there's a lot of blood,
A lot of revving.
a lot of revving. And I think what ends up happening is that you're able to go and like sort of cut off the fuel source, and you're able to sort of like because it's awesome, right? You've got 1 foot on the dune buggy, 1 foot on your chariot, and you're able to just basically like commandeer that one and pull it off to the side,
So cool.
punching the guy who's running the dune buggy, throwing him off. He gets lawnmowered by one of your compatriots. It's bad for him. There's gore everywhere.
Everywhere.
It's a very
being run over by 1 lawnmower is bad. Being run over by 2 or more, because sometimes like some of the chariots are like 4 or 6 lawnmowers like paired up. You know?
Oh,
yeah, it's messy.
Yeah, and you really work on making sure that the blades are really sharp. And
oh yeah,
obviously, but also these are special effects that are like late 70s, early 80s. So
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, love it.
a little iffy.
It's gonna be bloody beach after this.
Yes, it will. Right, and so he's lawnmowered, and you sort of pull off, and I, after like having sort of like been saved by you, am able to like rally, and I'm able to like get the chain, wrap it around the neck of the person on the food barge, pull him off, also his head, and then we're able to like,
nice.
I'm able to jump off of the Vespa. There's so much decapitation. It's just like all decapitation all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I sort of jump off the Vespa onto the food dune buggy, and we're like victorious, but a couple of the dune buggy gang escape.
Yeah. Oh, of course they do.
Yeah.
We were on their home turf. It makes sense. They know the area better than us.
They do, but
okay.
There's a lot of blood, but it's luckily they're sand, right? So it's fine.
So it's not like it's gonna pool anywhere. It's gonna get soaked up real fast. I mean, there might be more sharks at that beach for a while, until the blood washes out. But it's fine. Yeah. You
now get to narrate
what happens in the mall. Yeah.
And how I get.
So I go to do that plunge.
My skill attack. Yeah.
And, like I go to plunge, and you roll out of the way. I see you're going to roll out of the way, but I'm like mid jump, so there's nothing I can do about it. But what I don't see coming is you dropped your Dixie cup. And even though I have grippy shoes, it's a soda pond. It's pretty slick. And I'm expecting to hit like the concrete at the bottom, but I don't hit the Dixie cup, which is just plastic and wax. So I slip. I slip on your dropped Dixie cup, and I also fall back into the soda pond. So you're like on your side now, and I'm like right next to you, but like it's almost like an anime like fall and win, but you're able to like get up and like out of the way, and like you're like halfway up, and I'm like down like right next to you. It's almost like a smooch could happen here.
Right, a smooch could happen.
A smooch could happen, but that's
so close.
This is all that's here in this round,
And I just say,
Ripley,
LeRoy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, that's so exciting. By the way, if one person has both tokens, they give one to the opponent, their choice.
They do. All right, now we get to declare our next intentions for this next round.
Okay.
And you have the upper hand.
I've got the upper hand. Okay.
So what do you want to do now that you have the upper hand?
Yeah, I know I have the upper hand, right?
You do.
I know what my intention is.
I'm ready.
I'm down on one knee because I'm not fully up yet, right? And we're just we're looking so close that we could kiss, right?
We're so inches.
So close. Inches. By the way, I would like to declare we've been having lots of great sex between year 20 and year 15. Good times.
Yes. Great times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Year 20 to we don't know about 15 to 10 or whatever, but
Yeah.
We're trying to kill each other now.
We're trying to kill each other now. Something happened.
Something happened.
After our victorious raid of the dune buggy gang, I think I see you, right? My intention is to sort of look at you, and like I'm all wiry, right? And I'm gonna go and splash soda in your eyes.
In your eyes.
In your eyes. To throw you off balance.
So awful. Oh man.
To leave you
soda pond,
vulnerable.
Soda in the eyes.
Yes.
Oof.
Yes.
That's
While I
rough.
sort of get myself in a better position, right? That's my goal. To
Okay.
get myself in a better position. Soda in your eyes.
Yeah. My intent, cause I'm beefy, and I'm an
Yeah.
absolute beefcake. You know what I'm
I've
saying?
heard that about you. Yeah.
And I've got some grippy climbing boots. My goal is to I don't want to get splashed in the eyes with soda. Number one.
But I think you do.
I want to like do like a back roll, so I can like
Nice.
roll and stand up and be ready,
Yeah.
like ankle deep in this soda fountain, ready to soda pond, ready to. It's so shallow. It's my favorite part
Yeah,
about
it's
this.
super
It's not like
shallow.
it's super shallow.
It's like below your calves, right? Like maybe calf length, calf
No,
height.
because again, if you were laying on your back, you wouldn't drown.
Oh yeah,
It's
you're
like
right.
it's like
Yeah.
4 inches deep. It's like it's not.
Yeah.
It's
Can
maybe
we get
ankle deep.
5?
Sure, 5 inches deep.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. That's
It's like
good.
5 inches deep. It is not deep.
Yeah.
Like you could
Yeah.
you have to like scoop with the Dixie cup because just putting it
Yeah.
in like it
Yeah.
barely fills over the top. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to like roll backwards and get ready to
And I'm okay.
get ready to rev my chainsaw.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've got like the chain in one hand. I'm like scooping gross soda into your eyes.
Ugh, into my eyes. That's awful.
Yeah, into your eyes. Yeah.
Into
and
my
maybe
eyes.
also your nose. You know,
Oh,
I'm just like
all of
yeah,
my
yeah,
face.
yeah.
All my face
Yeah.
holes.
all your face holes.
Oh,
You get to narrate our flashback.
I do.
You do
We
get to
each
narrate our
still have
flashback.
3. So we have at least 3 rounds left, minimum.
By the way, side note, how fun is this right now? That's all.
It's fun.
I know.
I'm just wondering when it all goes terribly wrong.
Me too, because
I
right
think
now it's
this
great,
is-
right?
Yeah, well, half of it's great. Okay. It is. I'd like to say 5 years later again, but then we'd run out of years real fast. So I think this is 2 years later.
Okay.
Because I don't know if we're gonna like, I want to leave us some years. So this is like
Yeah.
2 years later after our successful, like, dune buggy heist.
Yeah.
I think it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, nice.
And we decided that we're gonna take a trip. We're gonna get away from our gangs for like a weekend trip down.
Yeah.
Up, because we don't want to go further south. That's the Everglades, and Everglades are probably even worse now.
So we're not gonna go to Palm Beach. No, what's it? Spring break, Palm Beach,
Panama
Palm
City
Springs.
Beach.
Wherever, I don't know.
There's many beaches that spring breakers go to.
Yeah.
I think we want to go north on
Yeah.
like a trip into the mountains. Like we're going to Georgia.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Because maybe like I mentioned, I've never seen mountains before. I haven't seen mountains since Australia.
Yeah, obviously.
And
yeah.
so you're like, I know where mountains are on this map. And so we're going on like a weekend trip to Georgia to go to some mountains. They're very small mountains, but
Yeah.
they're mountains.
Yeah. That's
And
romantic.
yeah, because right in the middle should be the most. And maybe this is where things start to go wrong. I don't know. And Ripley's goal for this,
Wait, where are we though? By the way, where are we? Are we in the mountains?
We're like a national park log cabin in the mountains.
Oh, nice. Okay. Is it just us?
Yes. Oh, it's just us.
Okay.
Well, we think it's just us at least. I don't know. Things could happen in the narration of this flashback. With whoever resolves it. And my goal, Ripley's goal for this is to because I don't imagine this is like our 7-year anniversary or something. Like
It
we're
is our 7-year
celebrating 7
anniversary, yeah.
years. I think Ripley wants to renegotiate the contract. I think Ripley wants to combine the two gangs.
Okay.
Basically move into the same condominium, because right now again we're in like
Right.
separate condos
Yeah.
with our
that's
separate
right,
things.
Yeah.
I think Ripley's goal is to like renegotiate to get us in the same like condominium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my agenda
Yeah.
is to get you to agree to have your protege run the next demolition.
Ooh.
Like be the lead,
Mhm.
because your protege is really, really good, right?
Yeah.
And we have an opportunity to go up against the roller skating
Mhm.
gang. And
Yeah.
I don't want you leading that charge because I think it's a little bit too dangerous. And I want your protege to lead the charge in that demolition derby, because your protege is
Okay.
very, very good, but also would keep you maybe not.
Out of
I'm,
that. Yeah.
yes. Yeah. I'm not
Interesting.
doubting
Okay.
your abilities or anything. I just feel like your protege would be probably better suited to take on the roller skate gang.
Oh, really? Do you think they'd be better suited? No. That's that. This is how it could go. I don't.
Yeah, that's how.
Maybe
Okay,
this is
okay,
where it all
okay.
started.
You know, just
Okay, so now we gotta pick cards.
We have to pick our cards. Okay. By the way, I go over to the other one because I don't want anyone to see what I'm picking. Okay.
I'm just looking at roll 20.
Okay. I just want your protege to do this fight.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
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 Okay, whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if I like it, but I picked it.
I picked mine too. Okay.
Are you
ready?
Want to use? Oh, I guess we declare that after. If we're gonna use any.
We select cards and then we reveal. Yeah. You ready?
Okay. Yep.
Okay. I've chosen a D8. D8 to D8.
It's a date.
It's a date. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have this romantic date with agendas. Okay.
Yes.
And a big fight. Okay.
Well, maybe
I
big
get to
fight.
choose if
I don't know.
Pick a stance.
Depends on who wins.
I have to choose if I want to pick a stance.
You sure do. I'll move my dice over.
Yeah, I'm going to pick a stance.
Ooh, what stance are you gonna pick?
I'm going to pick. A superior maneuver.
Ooh.
And I am going
what
to.
What dice are you changing to?
I'm going to replace this D8.
Uh-huh.
Card.
Oh.
I'm going to replace it with a D6.
Oh, interesting. Nice, interesting choice there.
By the way, that's your D8 there. Like, grab my D6s.
Oh, yes, sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna just replace that with my D6 over there.
I thought you were gonna go higher. Okay, interesting.
No, I'm going lower. Are you ready to do our dueling
ready?
die?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Let's
multi-sided. Choose random side. 4, 5.
5.
Okay. For a flashback die.
7.
I rolled a 4 again. Wait, no, I didn't.
I don't think it rolled.
You're right, it didn't roll. Hold on. Choose side. Random side. Boom. Wait, go. A 5. Okay. You win both. Okay. So,
well, technically, you want to roll lower on insight. So
that's true.
So you win insight. I win the upper hand.
Yes.
So we switched.
So you get the upper hand.
Yep, and you get the flash of insight. Yep.
And I get the flash of insight. Okay. That's good. I think. I think that's great. Maybe. I don't know. I get to change one of your qualities.
You sure do.
I do. Oh. I'm gonna say that your crafty is not actually true.
Oh.
No. You're not actually crafty. You are actually easily fooled.
Interesting. I picked crafty because it could be for like tinkery, like arts and craftsy, or like sneaky. So
Yes. So I'm
that's why I
taking your
picked
sneakiness
crafty.
away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a good thing you
yes.
broadcast every move then.
But you're still easily fooled. There we go. Uh-huh. Yeah.
You get to narrate how the flashback goes.
But
and I get to narrate how the
you
combat
actually
goes. Oh wait, no, I
yeah,
get to.
you
That's
have
the
the upper
opposite.
hand. Take your card.
I do have the upper
You
hand,
get to take
so
your
I get
card.
to narrate now how the
Well, first
flashback
you can
goes.
take your card back.
Oh yes, I do. My D8.
And I have to get
that's
rid of my
nice.
D6s. I don't get to have them anymore.
You don't.
Yep.
It's true.
Nope. It is true. It is true. That is true.
It is true.
Okay. So I get to narrate the flashback outcome. And I get to find out how you are successful, but how you're easily fooled is part of this.
Don't I get to do the flashback outcome? Because you did the flashback outcome when I had the flash.
No flash of insight. Yes. It's the problem is in the what do you call it, in the sequence of play, it says no flash of insight, narrate outcome of flashback. But I would like it just to say upper hand.
I would like to say if whoever has, rather than if you have this, don't do this, or if you don't have this, do this. I don't know if to say if you have this, do this.
Yes.
But you can have both technically, I guess. So that's why they phrase it that way.
Well, no, because you have to give it to. No, you're right, because that happens afterwards. Yes, that is correct. Yep.
So
I see it. Yeah, I still would flip it.
I would still, yeah, and I would just make it so that you can't have both. Like the person automatically gets the other thing, but whatever. You just choose. But yes, that's what I would do differently. So we're in the log cabin.
So
you
that
win,
means
though.
I get my. Yeah, I win. Yeah, go ahead.
So I have to describe how I don't go up against the roller skaters. So I imagine we've got a fire going in the fireplace because I chopped a bunch of wood earlier because I'm like a lady lumberjack.
You are.
And
a lumberjane.
I'm a lumberjill. A little lumberjane.
Yeah.
Or like Jack from Mass Effect. I'd be a lumberjack. So I'm, I chop a bunch of firewood. We got a fireplace, roaring fire. There's like a very old bearskin rug on the floor. Some really old Lazy Boy recliners. I imagine we're in the Lazy Boys with some beers that we brought.
Foster's.
Sure.
Because that was like romantic, right?
I don't know anything about beer because I'm allergic.
No, like Foster's is Australian. Like that's like Australian beer.
Sure. Then yeah, love that. Isn't that other one that's got a really dirty name? Dickens cider. We could have some Dickens cider. Dickens cider. It's the commercials are hilarious. So we're drinking some Dickens cider. Because gotta have some good ciders, some Dickens ciders, and Dickens ciders. So we're drinking some ciders, and I'm expressing how I think it'd be great. Maybe the Doom Buggy gang's been really retaliatory lately, and I'm like we should really maybe consolidate into the same common dominium complex. Could be great. And I think you agree to it, but on the condition that I not participate in the next derby race against the roller skaters, and I appoint my second apocalyptic name generator.
Yes. What is it?
Let's go. Fiddles.
Fiddles.
My second Fiddles is gonna lead it.
Your second Fiddles?
He plays second fiddle.
yeah. I see you.
It was one of the names on there, and it's like that works. And he fiddles with the mechanics and stuff. So yeah, Fiddles is perfect. And so we and I begrudgingly and reluctantly agree because I really have been harassed lately by those dune buggies. So we move into you. We're gonna move in. So we have to get what we want, but at what cost?
How does your being easily fooled?
I think you give this big story about how Fiddles is perfect for the job, imagine like fiddles would be good, but I imagine I
Yeah.
being the leader, I would still be better. And maybe
Yeah.
you convince me that fiddles is better than me in the gang. Like
Ooh.
you don't realize that's what you're doing,
Yeah.
but I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, maybe fiddles should be in charge of
No. Yes.
the Lawnmower Charioteers.
But yes. But no.
But yes, yeah. And so like it doesn't take much convincing, and I begrudgingly agree. Partially because I'm like, does that mean he's into fiddles and not me?
Oh no.
Yes,
Nice.
and it begins.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I just want you not to die because they're really dangerous, right? But
Yeah.
you think, no, this is great.
It's because
Oh,
I'm not
this is
I'm not
terrible.
competent enough, and fiddles is better. And
Oh.
maybe if fiddles is better in all those ways, maybe fiddles is better in other ways too. Yeah,
This
I
is
love
too tasty.
I love it. All right, now how does the combat go?
Oh, okay. Well, you succeed in this, right? So,
I do.
I think what happens is, and I'm using
the
this superior
chainsaw.
maneuver, right? Oh.
Yeah, you
okay.
are.
Okay. Okay, are you ready?
Because you did degrade your dice with your maneuver.
I did. So I scoop up this like handful of gross and slightly smoking soda from the soda pond.
Yeah.
And I'm about to scoop it in your face, and I see that you're about to make a maneuver, and I stop actually. And I don't scoop it into your face, and you roll backward in this really cool way, like this like kip up and everything, like you roll, you do this roll, kip up, and you're back up, and you're like rev your chainsaw, ready to do great damage, and I just drop the liquid, and I don't actually throw it in your face at all.
Oh.
And I just grab the chain, and I look at you and I say, "It's been a long time, Ripley."
Too long, LeRoy.
I start spinning the chain with the buzzsaw blades. And I think, because I get to narrate this, right? I think
you do.
In the background, we
Children.
hear the pitter patter of children.
Of tiny feet.
Of tiny feet, but the children are there, and you can see one or two of them, and they're like, they have like metal teeth, like that are like sharpened, and they're like right. So like they're very creepy is what I'm trying to tell you. They're not like cute children. They're like, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but they've got like metal claws.
They'll file their teeth because they're baby teeth anyway. Like they file your first set of teeth, not your second set.
Yes, that's right.
Because when your full second set comes in, you get kicked out of the mall. Oh,
that's exactly right.
I love this child bar. So, like, the more sharpened baby teeth you have, like, the higher in the ranks you are. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm so excited by our creepy children who are probably just waiting for one of us to die.
Like sharpened eye teeth, but no front teeth.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Like all the other teeth, but like they're missing teeth, and like some of them are straight, some are filed. But yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. So you know what this means?
We get to attack again.
We have to attack again.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay. Whew. We have to. It's you. You describe your maneuver.
Well, you're swinging the chain.
Well, I'm getting myself prepared.
You're like winding up. You're like, and I've just revved up. I think my goal is
getting
to
like a good spinning,
because you're very ranged. I'm very like I'm like to like rush you with the chainsaw sword to try to like disable one of your arms so you can't swing your chain as efficiently.
Yeah. Okay. I see. You want to disable my arms? Okay.
Well, at least one of them. Like so you can only like one-handed swing. Because that's like very like tragic, but like cool, and it still lets you swing your chain stuff. As long as you swing, you just it just hurt a lot.
Yeah.
Something drove us to this point. I don't know what it is.
We'll find out. We're getting close, right? And I think what I want to do, is snake my chain out and have it
wrap around my legs.
No, wrap around the center of the fountain, and then I'm gonna
Ooh.
step back so that you
Oh,
trip
clothesline.
over the chain. Clothesline. I want to clothesline you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to clothesline you is what I want to do. And
Yes.
that's my goal for the agenda.
Hell yeah.
Flash
Let's
of
go.
insight. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now we get to pick cards.
No, we have to do our memories and identity first.
the background, yes. And you get to
background.
pick. You get to pick the
Okay, so
flashback.
this next flashback is 2 months later.
Oh, after
after
the
the last one.
Valentine's. Okay. So it's
Mhm.
7 years and 2 months.
That's right. 7 years and 2 months, and it is at
We've
the
got
Demolition Derby.
12 years and 10 months left to play with.
Yeah, it's at the Demolition Derby.
Oh, yes.
And
With fiddles
you
leading it.
are there. And in your arms is Fiddles, decapitated.
Oh no!
Oh, yes.
Oh no,
Because-
fiddles!
Yeah. There's a lot of decapitation in our world.
It's so
That's
much
how people,
decapitation.
which
It's
is, by
like
the way,
the best form. Yeah.
Yeah. So the chain, the clotheslining is going to be right at the neck, right? Won't decapitate you, but
Obviously.
like,
Yeah.
obviously.
Because it's just the chain
yeah.
part, it's not the saw part, the blade part.
Just the chain part, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just gonna bruise the neck. So you are holding Fiddles in
Fiddles'
your arms
body.
as
Or head.
Fiddles'
like
body.
cradling the head or the body. It's
The
like a Jango
head.
Fett Boba Fett moment.
No, it's the head.
Okay.
And here's why.
The head.
Because you are in the side. We're both in the side part.
Oh,
right?
and the head flew off, and
the head flew
Yeah.
off and landed at you, right? Because Fiddles was
I caught
leading
it like a bouquet at
Yes.
a wedding.
like a bouquet at a wedding. Fiddles was leading just for the Demolition Derby, right? Just for the Demolition
And just so
Derby.
the audience knows, I have 100% success rate at bouquet catching at weddings. I can't do it anymore because I'm married now, but when I was a single Pringle, 100% bouquet success rate. Starting at 5 years old. So like I started early.
So it was predetermined.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
a dang good bouquet catcher.
And so like this is like Fiddles, right? This is Fiddles who went in there in your stead and was
Yeah.
decapitated by like our killer roller skaters, right?
Mhm.
Because
Ugh.
our killer roller skaters like have like
Do they have like katanas?
they're yes, obviously they must have
Because you want
katanas.
speed with the katana, which roller
Yes.
skating would give you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They are katana wielding roller skaters.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. And and one of them, the leader
They went
whose name
and then like Fiddles' head flew off.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And the leader is named Leather
Wheels.
Wheels.
Because they got the roller skates.
Yeah. Absolutely. Wheels is their leader, and
Oh, I'm
Wheels had
sorry.
just like
Are they roller bladers instead
They're
of
a
roller
mix, actually.
skaters? Oh,
There's a
okay.
mix.
I meant because they have the swords, so like the roller bladers would be their name if they have
Oh,
they
no,
have
you're
roller
right. They should all be
skaters in their
rollerblades.
ranks.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the pun is
They're the
there.
rollerblades.
That's all.
The pun is
Yeah.
right there.
Right
Yes,
there.
obviously.
Yeah.
And so
Like some of them
and
wear
so-
roller skates, but they're called the rollerblades.
the rollerblades, yeah.
Yeah.
And the leader Wheels, right, has just decapitated. When we start this, the
Mhm.
flashback is decapitated
Mhm.
Fiddles. You're second. The head comes flying off, lands,
Oh.
you catch it, and we're side
Splatter
by
of
side on
blood
the side,
from where the neck rotated. Yeah.
everywhere. Yes,
Everywhere.
yes.
What's your goal? What do you
That's-
want to achieve with this?
yeah.
That's the setup.
My goal, yeah, that's the setup. So my goal is going to be, to stop you from killing Wheels and getting into a fight. Because if
Oh,
you,
Okay.
because if
Because
you,
that was
if
going
you
to
go
be
into
my
the,
goal.
yeah, no, I have to stop you from doing that, because if you
Yeah.
do that, basically, you're not allowed to kill people outside of a fight, like outside
Uh-huh.
of the bash. And if you
Uh-huh.
do that in front of everybody, it's gonna go real bad. Like it's because Auntie Entity's right there. Like it's all like you cannot do it. So my goal is to stop you from basically walking into their trap and like
Yeah. Mhm.
starting the fight, because if you do that, that's real bad actually. You know what I mean? Like it's
Well,
it's
my
gonna
goal
be
is to do
disastrous.
that. My goal is to walk up in there and
Oh, no.
decapitate Wheels.
Oh no. Okay.
You come to a hard stop, Wheels.
Oh no.
Your crash pads ain't
Okay.
gonna save you. That's my
you
goal.
well, that's surprising because I was just like, no killing. Oh no. Okay. So we have to pick our attack cards to find out who can decide
We sure
what
do.
happens with the duel and who can decide what happens in the flashback.
We do.
Okay.
All right.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna do this. I think this is what we're doing.
Okay.
I guess this is what we're doing.
I think I'll do this.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do. Okay. Are you ready? Lindy!
Am.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I'm ready. You ready? Are
D8.
you ready?
Yeah, D8. D10. Okay. Let me pull my D8s onto the die thing. Okay. Would you like to play a stance?
I would.
Go ahead.
I'm being tactical about this because you've only got 2 fight cards left. So if I win these next 2 rounds, next round you only have 1 thing to play, right? Yeah. No, you have 2. There's 2 because if you oh wait, no, this is I think I have to. I think I have to do this.
What are you gonna do? Mighty blow, a +2 to both dice.
I think I do. I think I have to do this.
Okay. We must now roll. You have to put your dice up there.
Oh yes. I'm so sorry. I was so distracted picking which
I know.
maneuver.
It's just too exciting right now. Oh my gosh.
I can't
Sorry,
even.
I'm just really Chad, I'm just so excited right now. I can't even. Go ahead.
Okay. Now we gotta roll.
Okay. We do have to roll. Let's roll our dueling dice first. Random side. 8. 7, i.e. 9. Okay.
Yep.
And then our flashback die.
Yep.
Random side.
That was
2.
close. A 3. Which makes it a 5 because it's to both dice. So a 9 and a 5.
Yeah.
Working.
Okay.
9 to 5.
2, 5. So you keep the upper hand.
Some problems.
Oh, I know. This is real problematic. It's real problematic. Okay. You keep the upper hand. I'm gonna keep the flash of insight.
Yep. No, you win the flash of insight. So doesn't that mean you actually get to dictate the flashback?
That means, I think it's the other way. I have to do your quality. Yeah. The flashback die and give the flash of insight to the low roll. That's me. Flash of insight, change one of the opponent's qualities. So I'm going to change one of your qualities, my friend.
You get to change one of my qualities.
I do.
So nothing changes for our cards, at least. I still have the upper hand, and you still have the flash of insight. So.
Yep. I'm going to change your determined because I feel like you being a survivalist is very exciting for me right now.
Okay.
You know? Well, no, it is because I feel like, you've survived a lot.
I sure have.
You have. But rather than being determined, you are. Let's see.
So I narrate the flashback, and you narrate the dueling actions.
That's right. Yeah. I just wish they would have said that. But what's interesting, by the way, you don't. But if you get both tokens,
you do win. The narration must include the successful completion of the agenda who's holding the flash of insight. So you do hold me back, but I do get to narrate how it happens.
Right, because
you won the flashback, but I won the current battle.
The duel.
The duel.
Okay.
Oh, your arm's gonna
so
get
rather than
up.
being determined, I'm going to say that you are blindly stubborn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say if I was gonna be
Do you know
like
what I mean?
a little like little fickle, but no, blindly. I like that. I like blindly stubborn.
Like basically, which means that
because
you
there's
can
a
be
difference between
manipulated by like
determination and being stubborn. I would know as someone who's very stubborn. Ask my
bullheaded. Oh,
husband.
Krellin says bullheaded. That's really good. Bullheaded,
Oh yeah,
right? Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
the
that's
queen
really
of
good.
stubborn in my family. For those who
Because I
don't
feel
know,
like, because if you're really bullheaded, then people like the rollerblades could like manipulate you. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's like a way in which like that could be like a thing. So
so
upper
I don't
hand,
get to cause problems in the flashback,
you
but
may
I do
return your
get to
attack card
hurt
to your hand.
I do. Oh, that's so nice for
Mhm.
me. Oh, and I get to get rid of that mighty blow.
And I need to discard my attack card, which was that D8, and my D8s. I no longer have them. Okay,
I
so
like how we both have saving the D12 for the last round.
we were saving the D12. Problematically, that you still have the upper hand. So
I do. I sure do.
So flashback outcome, that's you. You may you may narrate the flashback, but you must narrate how I get what I want and how your change in status is involved.
To bullheaded, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been 7 years and 2 months since we've met.
Yeah.
12 years and 10 months before this incident in the mall occurs.
Yeah.
Ooh. Now next round might not be the last round. If you win the next round, we keep going. So.
Oh my gosh.
Hopeful.
Okay.
I'm hopeful. So we're at the derby. I've got Fiddles' head in my lap, and you can see because I'm a beefcake. And we're in Florida, so I'm actually probably not wearing this cardigan. And it's actually, I think the heat kicked out of my house. That's a little warmer now too. That or it's the adrenaline making me all sweaty. I don't know.
It's the adrenaline.
It's the adrenaline. That's what I assume. I always get warmer when I'm playing TTRPGs. I'm like, oh, the excitement. So
Too much.
You can see the veins start to pop and like and ripple on the muscles, like the veins, like from just the sheer anger at the decapitation of Fiddles. Despite your possible interest in Fiddles, this was my second fiddle, my second in command, the person who fiddled with all of our machinery and got it to work. This is a big deal. And Wheels, I think Wheels did it so like nonchalantly, like flippantly, like this was a cakewalk. And I just pick up my chainsaw sword.
It was like looking at you the entire time.
I pick up Fiddles' weapon.
Oh, what is it?
Which is it's a chainsaw axe.
Nice.
Which honestly, I maybe should have picked the chainsaw axe since I'm a little, lumberjacky. But I think chainsaw swords are cool. So we got a chainsaw axe.
Yeah.
And it's already revved, so it's just laying on the ground, like still spinning. I pick it up, and I like go to step in the ring, and I get tackled to the side by LeRoy Long Chainey. So LeRoy tackles me, and I'm like, crikey, let me go. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get Sheila.
If you get inside the ring, they will disband both of our groups. I'm holding you back, right?
There's like I think like your gang members come like, because I'm beefy and you're like really wiry. Yeah. So I imagine
I'm super wiry.
Like you had to like tackle me to get like my momentum lost. But like your gang members come up and like dogpile me and like disarm the axe and like have to drag me out physically. And I harp on like not being able to, like I harp on it for months because I'm bullheaded. So I don't let this go. I think how this demonstrates is I don't let this go. The event ends. We have a little funeral for Fiddles, which I imagine the funerals are we just throw the chum in the water because we're on the coast of Florida and like the sharks need food too, and we eat the sharks. So it's like, full circle, right?
Yeah. Circle of life.
So we like throw Fiddles' chum into the water, and I'm still talking about how I'm gonna kill Wheels. Like the next time I see Wheels is gonna go down.
I also think that there's probably like a circle. Right? Like if you cross the circle, that would have been it. Right? So we had to tap you before you got crossed the threshold of the circle.
I just don't let it go. I harp on this for months. Maybe even years. But yeah, I'm Ripley's pissed that you interfered with
it was also my fault because I was the one who convinced you to let Fiddles do it.
Exactly. I'm like, this wouldn't have happened. We would have kicked their asses. Wheels' head would have been on the floor if I was the one in the ring. Yeah. Oh, it would so
Right. Right.
And you're like, I'm so
Right.
glad it wasn't you. And I'm like, we would have had fiddles still. I
Oh,
wouldn't have
oh
died so
no.
easily.
Oh no.
And then there's like a training
Okay.
montage.
Training
which is
montage.
smart.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then we have the dueling outcome. I have to narrate how you get what you want using
That's true.
your ability.
And partially
Okay.
because I'm bullheaded.
Yes.
Just
Well, we don't
charged.
have to include that, but you just can if
That's
you
true.
want to.
That's true. You can if you want to. I'm excited to see how do I hurt you?
Okay. So what happens is
Mhm.
I'm there, right? I've dropped the soda, so I don't throw it into your face at all. You're revving up, right? And I'm spinning my chain, and you come charging at me like a bull, right? And
Yes.
and I see you trying to like close the distance. 'Cause
Got
I'm a
great
ranged weapon,
traction
right?
because of my shoes. I learned my
Great
lesson.
traction.
Yeah.
You did. I spin out my chain. It circles around the top of the
Mm-hmm.
the fountain.
The fountain.
I pull
Yeah.
I pull it
The little
taut
nozzle.
right when you little nozzle. I pull it tight right when you get there. And the thing is, I broadcast every move.
You do.
And right before you're gonna go and get clotheslined, you just put your hand up and grab the chain, and then you pull me towards you.
With the
right?
running
And
chainsword. Oh.
with the running chainsword. And as you pull me towards you, you spin that chainsword just right down an overhand chop, and it just lops off one of my arms, and my arm goes flying. And then one of the small children, like a
And
small
the
group
children
of
go
children,
wild like piranhas.
yeah, and they just grab it and they like just pull it off so they can eat it later. Just blood spurting everywhere. And like,
I imagine it's like a dog pile of children with just like
Yes.
viscera and like blood flying over the top of them, but you can't see the arm because so many children
No.
are like on top of it gnawing.
yes,
Yeah.
the weird creepy children, and like I've got like blood
They're not strong enough to
gashing, and I've got
interfere. But they're hoping
no.
to get the dirty the leftovers. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I imagine people fight here quite often,
I
and
imagine
maybe
they
that's,
do. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I've got the chain in one hand, right? That I'm trying to like wrap around
You
my
don't have to
arm
worry about
so I
cleanup
can-
because the children take care of it.
Yeah, they do, right? And so
Mhm.
now there I am, sort of swinging this chain as I'm like trying to reeling back from the shock, as like I'm missing an arm now and blood spurting everywhere, and the red
Ugh.
of my blood dripping into the soda fountain.
Oh, into the soda pond.
Yeah, in the soda pond.
Wow.
mhm.
It's still so gross.
Yeah, so good.
Oh,
We have to do our next round.
I sure do. I wonder what dice we're going to pick.
I don't know, but you get to decide. You have the upper hand. Set up the your maneuver
Oh,
for the duel.
so you have one. You're down one arm now.
I'm down one arm.
Ripley SAWyer. I have to say Sawyer because it's Australian too. Ripley SAWyer
Hello, Raiders.
is going to try to end
I'm
this.
bleeding.
Yeah,
And remember, it doesn't end until after I'm out of cards.
I know.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah,
if you lose
yeah,
this round, you'll be out of cards.
it's true.
So, just gonna try to go for the decapitation. You stumble backwards into the Santa's Christmas village. Sorry, we have to incorporate that more.
Yes.
You stumble
yes.
backwards into the Santa's Christmas
Yes.
village. Your arms spurting out blood. It's falling all
Yeah.
over the fake snow on the
Yeah.
ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
Splattering over the candy, turning the candy cans red instead of red and white.
Yes. Yes.
And I imagine you fall back into Santa's chair.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna try to go for the decapitation.
Decapitation.
And I'm gonna say, Merry fucking Christmas. And I'm gonna try to decapitate you. Or no,
Okay.
this is a gift for myself. Christmas
Oh!
gift for me. Boom! And I'm gonna try to decapitate you. That's what I'm going to try to do.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah,
if I'll
yeah,
succeed.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I see you. And I think my goal, my intention, as you come at me
Yeah.
with my one arm, because the other one is
Yeah.
lopped off,
Yeah.
pull
pretty
the
bad.
buzzsaw part of my chain up right here to where my heart is. Then kick your foot out so you're gonna fall
Ooh.
forward and land right on my buzzsaw.
Oh, nice.
That's me, my goal. Yeah,
I
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's cool. Right and saying this for Christmas
Okay.
village. I love this.
Yeah, yeah. And then flashback.
Oh yes.
Flashback.
You get to pick the flashback.
Oh, I do get to pick the flashback.
You
The
do.
flashback.
How long ago is this?
Oh,
How much
gosh.
later?
Yeah. The
Probably
flashback
bullheaded and
is gonna be. Okay.
ready.
Yeah. Are you ready?
I'm so ready. I hope it's like 5 years ago or something more recent.
It is.
Oh,
It's 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Okay.
Let's say 6 years ago, just to make it spicy.
Spicy. Love it.
Yeah.
Like
And
how you knew I was going to
it's-
say spicy.
And this is really bad. It's
Yeah.
at the condo, right? But it's at
Of
the
course.
parking garage of the condo,
Mhm.
where
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
our gangs, right? Because we have sort of
Ooh.
integrated,
Yeah, we've
Right.
moved into the same condo. Yeah,
right? Where both of our gangs have our workshops and where we do all of our work.
obviously. We got to put the lawnmowers and Vespas somewhere.
Yeah.
The parking
And
garage
it's
is
like
the perfect place.
right. We have like our mechanics and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in this moment,
It's well ventilated. You need it well ventilated. Because parking garages in Florida aren't underground. They're just next to the building. So it's
Yeah.
got plenty of ventilation. So we don't all die from
Yeah.
carbon monoxide. Yes.
and here's the thing, my group is there, but they're on the side, and this is mostly about your group and
Ooh.
your new second in command.
Do I need a name for them?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Random name generator, go. Ghost.
Ghost. Your new second in command, Ghost, is confronting you about your obsession with the
Ooh.
rollerblades. You've been spending the last couple of years harassing them, and they've been slowly but surely picking off our groups one by one because they're very dangerous.
been
They're
like
on
6
rollerblades and roller
years.
skates. Yeah, it's been like 6 years. And and we've all been trying to have you to stop it, to knock it off, to like make peace, to let it go, and you won't let it go, you won't let it go. And
I won't
this
let
is
it
the
go.
moment when Ghost says, "You're out of the gang." That's what happened. Ghost is
Oh.
saying, "You're out."
As if
because
Ghost is
basically-
in charge? As if Ghost is trying to tell me what to do? Okay. Love this.
Yeah. And that basically you are, you've caused like your bullheadedness, like your vendetta,
Causing some
right,
problems.
has been causing too many problems, and like I think both of our gangs are pretty well
Tired of it?
injured,
Yeah.
but also like you know,
Injured.
like
Yeah.
we
Makes
yeah.
sense. They're dangerous, those rollerblades.
and they just couldn't get you to stop, so they're like, "You're out," right? My agenda here is I'm still the quickest and the nimblest. I'm the protector of the Vespa Boys, and I'm fearless.
You're fearless.
My agenda is to get you to stand down.
Oh. To leave the gang? Stand down and leave
because
the
I think it's
gang?
for the best. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're still in a relationship, by the way, right? So like at this
Yeah.
moment,
No.
we're
Yeah. Oh.
yeah, we're still in a relationship,
Okay.
and like my agenda is to get you to stand down.
My agenda is to get a new second, because obviously something's wrong with this one. I'm gonna kill Ghost and plant someone new. Second can't tell me what to do.
Oh, okay.
If you want
Okay.
to be the leader, you can challenge me for it. We're gonna fight. I'm a
Okay.
survivalist. I built this
Yeah.
gang. This gang doesn't
Yeah.
exist without me. Ready? All right. The only way I'm
Oh.
standing down is if you defeat me, which you won't.
We don't need to do a fight. Just step away.
Oh, we don't need to fight. I ain't stepping away from shit. The motorcycle chariots in my gang. I built them. I repaired the first lawnmowers to make into chariots. No one had the idea for motorcycle chariots before I showed up here. This is my gang.
I'm gonna
and I'm
tell
gonna
you,
get a new
Ripley,
second. or I'm gonna die. I'm not actually gonna die here. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Okay.
gotta fight me for leadership.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick
This is an
my
easy
one
choice.
card that I have.
Yep.
Yeah, I have
Oh,
one
this one's
card.
fine. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. I have one.
You do. You sure do.
Yeah,
You ready to flip?
I have one
think
card.
it's gonna be a
And
surprise.
my card is my D12.
Yeah. My D12. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I really want to.
This may be our last one.
Yeah. Oh,
put
and
my
I
12s
do.
there.
I do think I want to use a stance. Oh,
Really?
that's so
Would you like to use a
wild.
stance?
That's so.
Yeah.
I do. I would. I'd like to use this stance.
Dirty trick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Add +3 to both
Okay.
dice. Which let me find these dice.
Yep.
Nope. Don't click on the cards. Don't. Okay, there we go. Sorry. I refused to scroll down and it kept clicking the cards because the box is bigger.
Everybody. Okay. Let us begin with our dueling dice, shall we?
All right.
Also, I need to go and like make the little cool dice that I made, that little cool macro I made. I'm gonna make this for this one. Here we go. I rolled a.
We both
an 8.
rolled 8s.
But you beat me by 3.
But I get a +3.
Okay. And then let's decide this one here.
Yep.
The flashback.
Man, I hope I roll real low on this. Well, no, I get a +3. I hope you roll real high, Trooper.
Okay. Random side. I rolled an 8.
7.
You roll 4.
I rolled 7. I got a 7 total, so I technically get
and
both.
I got an 8. That is correct. You get both.
You can't think you roll double 8s. That's 3 8s on a D10 right here. That's crazy.
Okay.
I will bequeath you.
You keep the upper hand.
The inspiration, the insight. Yeah.
Hold on. You also get the flash of insight.
I do, but I can't have both.
Yes, you can. You don't give it up until later. You give it up after the outcomes. Right? So you get them both for now. Let me just double check, but I'm pretty sure that that's what that means. Because I'm looking at our sequence of play, and it says you don't give the other card over.
I've won flash of insight once, and it's the only time I used my D4. You've gotten the flash of insight like every other time.
Hey, you know what I mean? This is all I'm saying. Let me just double check.
I'm so ready.
I want to make sure that we do this right.
So ready.
Because I think you get them both, is what I think.
Oh.
You know? Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just a little excited right now, and it's just a little. So we attack.
Oh,
whoever has the higher dueling result takes the upper hand token. Whoever's the lower flashback takes a flash of insight.
Yes.
Stance cards happens, and then flashback and revelation, duel and injury.
Yep.
And narrating the outcome.
Yeah, which we.
If one person. First, you do the flashback outcome, then you do the dueling outcome. If one person has both tokens,
give one to one opponent.
Then
give one to opponent.
No, but that's after the outcomes.
I was expecting you to kick me out of my motorcycle gang or my lawnmower gang.
It's after the outcomes. So,
but after the outcomes, we get to go to the bitter end.
Yeah,
because you won't have any cards.
Yeah. Okay. So,
oh man, I guess narrate everything.
We have to start. You can change one of my qualities.
Oh man, well, based on where we left off here, this terrible moment where I'm like, oh, I'm not stepping down from the motorcycle charioteers. This is, part of me wants to do for the puns the quickest and nimblest in the waist, but really I am not fast enough. Or fearless, but change it to one fear. Because it's funny, but I think what I have to do based on the setup that you started, protector of the Vespa Boys.
Okay.
I think we have to change that.
So I think I'm the protector of the Vespa Boys, but really I am what, my friend?
This might be a little mean, but I gotta
I'm into it. This is what it's all about. The last. Oh, I'm the last. Oh, that's so good.
Vespa Boy.
That is so good. That is so good. That is so good.
It's so
that's so good.
awful that it's good.
Oh, it's brutal. Oh, I love that. Okay. Now, you get to keep your attack card.
I sure
And I
do.
will
Goodbye,
get-
your D12.
I'll get rid of my
what
D12.
is that? You have no attack cards now?
I
Oh,
do not have
wow.
any attack cards
Oh,
left.
well,
That is correct.
Guess we'll just narrate what
Oh, no.
happens and then the conclusion. Oh,
Well, we have to do it in order.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
That's
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I do not think you get to kill me here. I think we have to do that in the bitter end.
We do. We go to
Yes.
the bitter end.
So, you must flashback outcome. If you would narrate, and this is important because, by the way, when you give me a card, that's before we get to the bitter end.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yes, it
and
is.
I'm gonna. I know which one I'm gonna give you because it'll be the juiciest.
Okay. Would you
so-
please narrate the flashback outcome? Yes, please.
So-
And but that does mean wait, because you have the upper hand, you narrate the
I do.
flashback outcome. And since you
Also have
won
the
that
flash of
one, you narrate
insight.
how you succeed and get your agenda. Go ahead.
I get my agenda both times. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well then, we're in the parking garage. Your gang is all around the outside. You said your entire gang was there, like around the perimeter.
Yes.
Imagine
Yeah.
all our vehicles are
Yeah.
like nearby, like you
Yeah.
know, in
Yeah.
their parking spaces, and they're hanging. People are leaning
Yes.
on like
Yes.
the Vespas and
Yes.
like on the lawn,
Yes.
crouching on the lawnmowers. And my
Yeah.
second ghost has approached me with this, and you're like trying to get me to stand down, which means
Yeah.
you and Ghost are in the circle,
Yeah.
and you're all your Vespa boys. And imagine that the motorcycle charioteers, they're not here except for my second. I imagine my
Yeah.
second's trying to do this as a move, like with your gang more. Like maybe some of the charioteers aren't certain about this, and so but the Vespa
There's a
boys
couple
are like,
there, right?
yeah,
There are a couple.
there's a couple there.
Yeah.
And what I do, because I was crafty. I might be easily fooled, but I'm still mechanically inclined. I'm a survivalist, you know? And a survivalist
You are.
has backup plans. A survivalist always has an escape route, you could say.
Yep.
There's a sprinkler system in this parking garage, you know. No one's used it
Yeah.
in a long time. But
Yeah.
I had the idea. I recommended that we convert it into like refueling stations. Instead of pumping water through there, we should pump, fuel like gasoline for our Vespas and our
Yeah.
because we could just take like little hoses and
Yeah.
spouts. And
Absolutely.
right now all of our vehicles are getting topped off.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to go out again.
Yeah.
And I do two things. You're in the circle and you're trying to get me to stand down.
Pause.
Wait, pause.
No.
Yes.
No. We have to stop because it's about the wording. This is why the wording is the way it is.
Oh, go on.
Flashback and revelation. Narrating outcomes. Flashback outcome. If you have no flash of insight, which I do not, I narrate the outcome of the flashback.
But I win, so please do. I was planning on
Yes,
blowing up your whole
yes.
gang with the fuel lines.
No.
But go
That's
go
fine.
for it. Do
Yes,
it.
yes.
You got it. You narrate this.
Yeah,
Narrate
yeah.
how you become the last Vespa boy.
Yes.
Because that is
Uh,
what we decide here. How I maintain the head of the charioteers, and you become the last
well,
Vespa boy.
Well, actually, officially what it is about how you take out Ghost, right? Yes.
Yes, take out Ghost,
Yes.
but you also
Yeah,
become the last
yeah,
Vespa boy.
Yes. So your gang is there, right? So
Mhm.
everybody's there because we're all working out. And
Sure.
yes, about the things, right?
Yeah.
And you
That
can
seems
tell.
cool.
Yeah. And you can
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
that like your gang has turned
You're
on
gonna
you.
you're gonna emotionally ruin this for me, and I love it. Yes,
Your gang
destroy
has turned
me.
on you. When Ghost calls you out in front of everybody,
Rude. Yeah,
you can see that
their head's gonna roll.
your gang is like, yeah.
They all need to
and-
die.
And you say your thing about how like you gotta fight me. You gotta fight me, right?
You fight me. If you want to control
And-
this gang, you gotta fight
I-
for it.
And I step forward, I'm like, I'm gonna tell you, Ripley, we've
gotta step down. We don't need to do any more violence. There's been too much violence, I'm telling you now. Yeah.
And I try to
Try
get
real
you to
hard.
stop. And you look me in the eye as I'm standing in between you and Ghost, so that we can just do this non-violently. And you turn to me and you say, the person, we're still in a relationship, right? And here I
Yeah,
am
we
saying,
are.
you need to, yeah.
This is
you need to
5 years
stand down.
ago. 6 years ago, I'm sorry.
Yeah. You need to stand down. And you say to me, give it to me.
Absolutely not. Over my dead body. I think that's what I say.
And I think that's when you push me back and you just actually just
Yeah.
decapitate Ghost in one move. Like,
Yeah.
just like,
Yep.
just, whoop-ah,
Scow.
right? And when you push me back, I sort of like stumble. And
Just hip check you.
my game,
Boom.
yeah.
Because you're
And,
like
like,
spindly and
the-
I'm beefcakey.
Oh, absolutely. And the Vespa Boys are just like,
Yeah.
hey, right? And they kind of step forward. And your
Mhm.
gang is clearly in a place of unsureness about what's going to happen with the leadership,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And you
Well,
know
Ghost obviously isn't going to lead.
there's only one way to keep your gang. You have to show
I have to show what's
dominance,
what.
right?
Yes.
And so that's when, with me being like knocked to the side, you step forward and
Do
you
you like fall
hack.
off the side of the parking garage so you're like not even
I
there?
do.
You're like in the
Yeah.
bushes below. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so the only way to show your dominance is to hack one of the Venga Boys who's trying to stop you. And you hack
Ugh.
one. And then you hack the next. And you just start
Ugh.
carving through
Just
all of the Vespa
chainsaw.
Boys.
It's like a slow
Just
motion
chainsaw.
thing where like the chainsaw.
Oh my gosh.
But it's like person,
Yes.
and like you can see, you don't see people, but then you see the splits,
Yes.
like
Yes.
slow motion Hollywood style.
And they
Yeah.
think that I'm dead, right? The
because you
Vespa
got
Boys think
knocked
that I'm
out the
dead.
window. Yeah.
So I got knocked out the window, right? And
But
we're
there's
like on
like
the
a
second
really
floor.
convenient like pile of leaves or
Yes.
like something like Assassin's Creed
there's like a
style down there
trash-
conveniently.
like a trash,
a dumpster
like with this
full
big-
of like really soft
a big
trash
dumpster.
bags. Yeah.
Yeah. But they don't. Everybody thinks I'm dead, right? And so
Mhm.
you just carve through and you murder all
All the
of
Vespa
the Vespa Boys. And then you, covered in blood, like Carrie, right? You're just like drenched in blood with your like chainsaw. You
Drenched.
just turn to the rest of the Lawnmower Charioteers and you're like, and you say, like, anybody have a question about leadership? Like, give me your line.
Yeah. Any complaints about leadership now?
And they're like, no. Right. And like,
What I thought.
they all like fall in line, right? And
Mhm.
I think this is when you say, now we're going to get wheels, right?
Yeah. Oh.
And you ride off to go
Yeah.
and take down wheels, assuming I'm dead. Right? Everybody assumes I'm dead. But at some point in time later, I get up, I make my way up there, and all I see is carnage.
Yes.
All the Vespa Boys are
Ah.
dead, and I know you did it. And that's when I look up to the camera and I say, Ripley, I'm going to kill you for this.
Can I add something? Can I make a suggestion?
Yes, please.
The past 6 years, you haven't been able to find me, but you've taken down every other single one of my charioteers. Just like I took down
Yeah.
all the rest of your Vespa
Yes.
Boys. And now it's just it was
Yes.
just down to the
Yes.
last two of us.
Yes.
Oh,
And once everybody, and I think at first maybe you thought that it was the
the rollerblades.
the rollerblades, but then you're like, no, actually, and that there was like rumor, and so like I've been taking them down one by one over the last 6 years.
I know those chain marks.
Yes, you do. Oh no. Okay, and
And now it's down to just the last two of us.
Yeah, and now I get to narrate the dueling because I also do not have the upper
Oh.
hand card.
That is true, but I get to decapitate
Yes.
you.
Well, I don't actually think you
Ins-
get to decapitate me yet because I think that's the bitter end.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I'm just coming
Yeah,
at. Let's just say I'm coming at you with a chainsaw in Santa's village. Still,
Oh,
you're in a.
oh no,
Yeah,
oh, no, I got you.
because that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I was attacking you,
Yeah,
Santa's village. with a chainsaw.
absolutely. And I think what happens here is you. So you come at me with this chainsaw. You're gonna decapitate me, right? And I put the blade up and I kick your foot so you're gonna fall on top of me, right? And impale yourself on the blade. And I'm successful at this. And I kick your foot out. You fall on the blade.
Oh,
And you are wearing a butcher's chainmail.
I
apron.
am wearing a butcher's chainmail apron.
And
so it doesn't.
The blade cannot penetrate. And so you are lying on top of me, like with this chainsaw, with this buzzsaw right between us, right? And I'm holding it, gripping it tight, and it's like gripping into my arm, right? Bleeding, right? With the tines in
the
there.
The chain helps.
And you
imagine you're holding with the chain,
helps,
but it's not enough. Oh,
it's not enough, right? And you're right there, and we're eye to eye again in that smooching space like we were just earlier.
Oh, we're just so close. Like this.
We're just so close.
This close.
Right? And you, there, like, you're right on top of me, so close, and your chain sword is revving, and the blade, this like buzzsaw blade, is right there between us, and you start pushing yourself down, so the buzzsaw blade starts coming up on me. I'm only wearing leathers, right? And it starts to puncture my sternum, and as that's happening, I'm like, you then take, and then you cut off my other arm.
Oh!
So now I have no arms, and you smile.
Oh!
What do you say?
Christmas has come early.
Oh, okay. Now, we're at the end game.
We're at the end game.
If one person holds both tokens, which you do.
I do.
You have to give me one. Yep. Keep one and give one to me.
You get the flash of insight, because that's what you've had for most of the game.
Okay. So now, my friend, we have to go to the bitter end. Because that's the end of this.
Okay.
Page 28, the bitter end.
Yep.
Months
I get to narrate the conclusion of the duel.
Of struggle between the two of you have led up to the final battle. How will it all end? If you're holding the upper hand, which you are,
I do.
You get to narrate the conclusion of the duel. One of the characters must die. It was a duel to the death, after all.
Yep.
And there's no way, right? This is it. You must so you get to narrate how it ends, and you establish the immediate aftermath of the duel for the surviving character. What happens to you, and then you just say that lingering. Think of it, the last lingering camera shot, right?
Yeah. Oh, I've got the perfect camera shot.
It does say that just because you're out of attacks cards doesn't mean it's your character who has to die. That's likely the case, but anything can still happen in these final moments.
True.
But that's
you don't have any arms, so and you're like a chain guy, so it would be kind of cruel to not kill you now.
I mean, yeah. Please.
A little bit.
Narrate what happens.
I'm a survivalist.
You are.
I'm going to survive. You might be fearless, but you're fearless in the face of death. So I love that about you. So I've got the chainsaw sword going, and we're so close. I cut your other arm if I say that, and I lean in really close. The children have finished your arm. There's nothing but bones in the corner now. And they're all still again in the, because there's a skylight, because it's a mall. So like we're fighting in the light of the skylight, and they're in the shadows still.
And
they
also can climb really well. It's creepy.
Yeah, a little weird. Anyways, it's because there's a sporting goods store. They all got little climbing gear. They practice on the rock wall all the time. It's like a rite of passage. They just don't use the safety gear, so you gotta get real good real fast. Anyways, enough about the children. You see the glints of their eyes in the darkness around you as we've kicked up a bunch of fake snow at Santa's village, and it's slowly raining down onto the blood pooling on more fake snow on the ground. You're in Santa's chair, leaning, no arms, and one of the arms of the chair is cut off now too. I lean in. I go, we really are the epitome of for better and for worse, aren't we? And then I do one last rev, and I decapitate you. But I catch your head, so it doesn't go flying. I grab you by your leathers, the chest, and I fling it off into the darkness because I'm a beefcake. I can do that. Just
Yeah,
fling you off,
yeah.
and the children scatter. And while the children are drawn away from that, I walk astride out of the mall, my grippy climbing boots clacking. No, it's carpet, just gripping and digging into the carpet. You could hear
It's
the
sticky carpet.
sticky. It's a good thing I have grippy shoes, then it's just stick. But it's I walk through the carpet, your head dripping through the mall. I pull the sliding door open, close it behind me. I go out to my twin lawnmowers, which are parked right next to your Vespa,
Yeah.
my chariot, and I take your chain and I wrap it around. I stick the blade in and I wrap it around the handle of my lawnmowers. And on the other head, lawnmower dangling is a skull, but what would have been wheels.
Yeah.
And then I ride my lawnmower chariot
Yeah.
off into the sunset.
Yes.
The skull and the fresh head dangling like
Mhm.
fuzzy dice in a rearview mirror.
Nice.
And a single tear rolls down my
Oh.
cheek,
Oh,
making a clean patch from the blood that is all over me.
well,
I sheath my
It's,
chainsaw sword.
the game's not over.
No, it's not.
I get to control the last flashback.
You do, of how we got
I
to the
do.
duel.
The point of flashbacks is to connect the events of the previous flashback to the beginning of the duel. As such, only one of the characters needs to be present,
Apocalypse is rough.
and neither of you set an agenda. If
Mhm.
both characters are present, this flashback is the last time these two characters will interact in any way before the duel. At the end of the flashback, both characters are irrevocably committed to the duel, whether or not that's something they individually want.
Mhm.
Note that this means you have the last word in the whole game, and that's a big deal. Find some way to put your own spin on the final events of the story, or ways to color all the actions that have happened in a bitter light. This is a good moment to type any loose ends you think are lingering and show why the duel had to happen if it wasn't already clear.
I think it's pretty clear, but I'd love to hear your flashback.
Okay. So, yeah. There's you see Long Chainey, and he's trying to find the Lawnmower Charioteers, searching. And when he loses the trail, he finds a good clue. He follows that clue and he kills one of them. Then the next one. We see that. And then we see Ripley. Ripley's, going on her rampage, killing a number of the rollerblades. But they're hard to find. But whenever Ripley can't find one, she gets a clue. And she finds her way to the next one and she kills that one.
It's all you, isn't
And
it? I was just
so-
easily fooled the whole time.
And slowly but surely, each one of these two people are getting closer and closer to each other, right? As they're killing the people around them. And there's this moment where they pass by each other, but they don't see each other, right? They just miss each other as they're searching for these clues. And it's like about a year of trying to find each other. They can't find each other. They're searching. And you see this shot of Long Chainey finding a note from, or it seems like it's from Ripley, saying, "You'll find me at the Gardens Mall to end this." And you can see Long Chainey putting on his goggles, getting on his Vespa, and heading off to the final match. And then you see, on the other end, you see Ripley, again, having no idea where to find Long Chainey, gets a note from Long Chainey, or at least it seems like it is, saying, "You'll find me at the Gardens Mall. We can end this forever." And then we see Ripley getting on the twin chariots, the Lawnmower Chariots, on her way to the Gardens Mall to end this. And as both of these forces of nature who've caused wreckage and havoc and many decapitations, right, all
So
over
many.
are heading towards the mall.
Heading.
We go to the mall itself. The mall, of course, is empty. and we like pan up to the skylight, and we go up on top of the mall. And on top of the mall is Auntie Entity, the one who runs the demolition derby. And she has got like basically cameras pointing in, and she's broadcasting to entire audiences that she has set the entire thing up as like for the entertainment of the crowds. And as we go into the duel, we're about ready to like, I'm like in there about ready to drink this from this Dixie cup, and you have snuck in on the top and you're about to come down, and from the top we don't realize that both of us has been played like fiddles the entire time for the entertainment of the crowds, and that it has been that way the entire time.
Oh man, the audience must have loved it when I smooched
They
you and
did.
said we really were for better and for worse,
Yeah.
weren't we? Murder.
Yeah. And like you just see Auntie Entity just like with all of the money, which is like food and like batteries and like everything, and laughing.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's my end to it.
I love it. Fabulous. Wonderful. I killed you.
Yeah, you did.
I
But
sure did.
that's okay, because we both were fooled by
We
the
were both
person who ran the
fooled.
demolition
I'm
derby.
easily fooled, so
Yeah. Yeah, and I broadcast every move so they could find me.
so it
It
was
was
no
like,
wonder
yep.
they set us up.
Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Whew.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Hey everybody. That was
I killed Trooper.
That was Showdown. I made it so that we were all victims of
We should have had the audience take
the
bets. That would have
system.
been funny. That would have been so. That
Oh,
would have been tied in so well.
Amazing.
I mean,
Oh
we
my
could still do
gosh.
a poll
Yeah.
like who you thought was gonna win before we actually found out who won.
Well, we'll just have to play again some of these days.
We will. We will. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jack.
Thank you. So
you.
we have to do our debrief now, actually.
Yes.
Because it's that time. We have to do our debrief.
Yes.
So, what'd you think?
That was fun. It was fun. It was interesting because I could see this game going on a while if you just keep each taking
Yeah.
turns winning
Yeah.
the combat round.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
were
yeah.
pretty consistent in that I won most of the combat rounds and you won most of the insight rounds, which made it actually go faster that way.
Yeah.
Which meant you were rolling really
This
low
little-
the whole night till the end
That
there,
was-
and then I just had the stances because I had the upper hand. So
Yeah.
if I didn't have the upper hand for the
stances.
last 2 rounds, you would have won. But I had the upper
Yeah.
hand. I was like,
Right?
my strategy was to play my low stuff right at the beginning, like all of
Beginning,
it, to
same.
try to roll lower than you, and then have the upper hand at the end, so I could kill
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Same. I want to get some low stuff out, and
Yep.
then come back. So something I think is really cool. I think it's
Mhm.
actually very cool the ways in which I think that sort of like duality of like if you win the battle you're going to kill the other person,
Mhm.
but if you lose the flashbacks, right, then you actually get to decide what that means, right? Like, and you
You
get
get
to
to
like
decide the
turn-
history.
You get to decide the
Yeah.
history, turn their traits against them, right? So like that's actually very cool. I like the ways which you lose your dice. That's also like losing your momentum and your strength. That's
Yeah.
cool. I like how if you have the upper hand, you get to use your maneuver. But if you don't, you get to change their stat. Like I think there's a lot of really cool things that sort of come together to make that interesting. Also, there's a lot of really cool strategy in there. Like how are we going
There is some interesting strategies, like because you could try to make if you want to get the flash of insight, you could like go, oh well, I reduce my die by 1, and now it's lower than yours
Yeah.
if it was
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
Man,
Mm-hmm.
that was wild.
It was.
I was
it,
like-
well, it sure was wild.
Yeah, we were trying to kill each other though.
I killed you.
You did kill me. But
I
you know
did.
what though? You were fooled by Auntie Entity, who runs the demolition derby.
It's okay. We've been talking for a year about how you're gonna kill me, and then you didn't. So I'm just happy that I got to kill you.
I think I killed your
Well,
heart.
You left me to die in the video games, so I got to kill you here. So now we're even.
I will note This took more than 90 minutes.
Oh, well, yeah, it's us. It's gonna take more than that, but it could have gone on longer. We ended up actually around 10, so that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And I'm going to for the reason why I use the rollable dice tokens.
Yeah.
Is because we need to be able to remove them and move them around. So
yeah, no, that
made
sense. I liked it. Yeah, the different colors.
Now I got these from the marketplace, but I want to make better ones. Like I've got
They
those
worked
D6s
though.
that
They
I
worked.
use.
They worked good.
Yeah. I want to make nicer ones with like numbers.
I had no problems with them.
Yeah. So wins the rubber match, the rematch. Oh, also, we could do this. Like, what's cool about this is that actually it is true. You could do this like as mecha fighters, as like space pilots. You could do a lot of different things with this.
Knights, Regency era duels.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's cool.
Imagine
actually,
throwing
right?
this into a good society game. Imagine this being the duel mechanic.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
For a good society game.
Yeah, that would be awesome actually.
That'd be a sword duel though, not the pistol one shot only duel. But yeah.
Oh, what was it? The dirty trick. The dirty trick. The dirty trick. I didn't put the dirty trick in there. The dirty trick, of course, was the kiss to distract me. That was the dirty trick. That was it, right? To like get my heart in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
This would be a great origin one shot. Oh, it would be actually.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I think that's first off. I love your spikes.
For whoever survives.
Loved it. Whoever survives. That's really cool though. I really like the ways in which I like the qualities. I like how you did that. That was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you had that choice in the end, right?
Yeah. Because I could have been like, I die. Haha, surprise.
Right. I also really like.
And I would have done that if I hadn't already cut your arms off.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
But
that was my fault. That was my fault. But I like how you narrate. If you are the loser, you narrate how the other person wins. I think that's actually also very cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, because
these gloves are shitty.
Then we can be super brutal to ourselves. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that was cool. All right.
That was cool.
So, everybody, thank you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you.
This was good times. By the way, this is look at the game up and see it's by the person who created Dirty Secrets. Very cool. Yeah, so this you can get, by the way, over on itch.io, and I believe I have the link in there. I do. So you can pick this up. Showdown.
Trying to kill each other.
Yeah, we've been trying to do this for over a year. So this is fun times. I like this a lot. I want to play it again.
Yes.
Just for the record, I want to play it again. In a different era, different time, see what happens.
Yes.
I like it.
Post Apocalyptic was fun though.
Oh, it was super fun. Are you kidding? We had decapitations. I feel like
so many. And Lawnmower Charioteers.
Oh my gosh. Prax would like to point out that she has ideas. Which I appreciate. Yes.
Fun.
I will also note, by the way, I really liked the lawnmowers. This was like, I feel this is like a Roger Corman film, like one of those kind of like splatter films from like the late 70s, early 80s, where just like, they're just like a lot of fake blood, like a lot of fake blood. That's what I'm hoping for. Oh man. Okay. So Lindy, would you say who you are, where we can find you next, and then give me like love for one of your favorite moments?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna start with my love for favorite moments first. I really liked when we were like trying to splash soda on each other's faces in the disgusting soda pond. Like the soda pond, starting in the soda pond and then ending in Santa's Christmas Village, all in a dilapidated mall with like creepy children, cannibal children watching from the fringes. I really loved the setup. I liked that. I think that was my favorite part. In juxtaposition with how like sweet most of the flashbacks were.
Yeah.
I liked that. That was fun. That's my love. Yeah. You can find me. Hi, I'm LaughLoveLindy. You can find me on my channel, LaughLoveLindy, Twitch, YouTube, all the social medias. Even if I'm not very active on them, I'm there. I exist. You can find me next on my channel, actually on Sunday. Sunday for a Christmas one shot. I have a time. I'm definitely prepared for it. Like 7:30-ish Eastern. 7:30ish Eastern. A Christmas one shot. I have a name, which I also exited the program for because I was a big dummy and I was like, I don't need an Adobe Illustrator taking up all that space when I'm trying to stream. Because I was working on the overlay before the game. But it's a Christmas themed one shot, and your two-word hook to reel you in, besides the fact that it's Call of Cthulhu, it's Call of Cthulhu one shot, is multiverse Santas. So the one shot's called Santa Displacement Clause.
Oh.
CLAUSE. So if I hope that piques your interest. It should be fun. I think we have Billy guesting. I haven't gotten I got a soft yes, not a hard yes. So fingers crossed. It'll be a lot of fun. And then on Monday, every other Monday and Tuesday, we have D&D on my channel. Not this Tuesday because it's Christmas Eve, but Monday we will have our Mondays in Exandria game, Critical Role's Call of the Netherdeep, where we're deep in the Nethers, and we got to look like a boss point. We're like, let's explore a little bit more first. I think we need more level up things, and so we backtracked, and now we're exploring the rest of the area, and it's kind of terrifying but really cool. So that's Sunday and Monday this week, and then wait 2 weeks, and there'll be more stuff, and hopefully some Call of Cthulhu Wild West shenanigans in January. But it's already the 20th of December, and I need to nail down dates and stuff. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. It's scheduling is the hardest part of tabletop RPGs. That's what I'm gonna say. And other things that Trooper will announce I'll be in. So I'll give it over to Trooper.
Hey, I'm Trooper SJP. And before I say anything, I'm going to read out any messages we got coming in for tips and bits, etc. And we actually got 500 bits from Hawkeye. Thank you, Hawkeye, who says, the time has come.
Understandable.
You know how it is. Okay.
I know.
The time has come. Bigger than the jumbo in the jungle, the thriller in Manila, even Dice Mania, it's Snitch over Twitch. The slicing for dice, Trooper vs. Lindy, who remains standing in a TTRPG duodecahedron. We'll need more than an octagon to contain these two. Yes! Oh, I just want to do this again. Not right now, but again soon. Thank you, all of our raiders. Thank you very much, Hawkeye. So this is amazing. Oh, so I want to say, first, my love. I really enjoyed the lawnmowers decapitating the head of the Dune Buggy group.
That was great.
Right? That
Excellent
was awesome.
moment.
I loved that. I loved the cannibal children.
Mm-hmm.
I loved the creepy, gross soda pond. Loved that.
Mm-hmm.
I loved how we were somehow the Warriors, also Mad Max, and also I just love the weird kind of post-apocalyptic world that we made.
Yep.
Loved it. It was super fun. I actually just had such a ball with the kind of world we made. It was super fun.
Me too. It was fun.
I also love that you came out swinging hard to murder me, and I was like, I love this so much. Love it, right? Yes, because we got to go for murder, right? Best murder ever. I actually liked this system. We've been threatening to play this for a really long time, and it was really great that we finally got to. Yeah, it's been 2 years, 2.5.
Has been 2? Oh, I guess it has.
2022 was 2 years ago, and it's almost 2025.
Did we make this game in 2022 with the intent to play?
I think so. Yeah.
I'll have to look up when the game was created, but it's been a hot minute.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that we finally got to do this. I also really appreciated your commitment to violence. I appreciate that very much.
I have a very strong commitment to violence.
I appreciate that. You're just fun to play with. And I really loved that you worked it out with me. Also, I want to say thank you, chat, for all of your comments and your suggestions and your amazingness.
Yes.
Thank you, chat.
I had so many fun suggestions.
Yeah, and I'm going to make better dice. I'm going to make better dice. I like the ones I'm going to make ones that are really good. That's what I'm going to do. And not this second. Not this second. But let me see. So I'm Trooper SJP. You can find me. Today is Friday. The next time I'll be streaming will be next Friday. And next Friday will be Sandman Adventure number 3 with Lindy, Rocket, and also Simon. So come and see us next week for the first part of. We've got 2 weeks scheduled for the Sandman, which is so good. I'm so glad to have them back for the Sandman. We will
I'm
after
so
this we'll have
excited.
one more adventure left, and I don't know when we'll do it, but we'll find whenever we get like a 2 weeks together. I will grab that group and we'll do it. So expect for that. And then actually, I think I'm off. Besides the Fridays, I don't think I've got. Oh, probably the week after that we'll be back for 40K Warhammer, but that's another time and moment. That's me. That's where you can find me. I will be streaming tomorrow for Rain World at noon, even though I'm flying off the day after tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. I might need to clean. Or tomorrow's iffy. We'll see. I'll let you know. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us. If you want to get the game Showdown, go ahead and get it. It's super fun.
It's super fun.
I'm also yeah, it's super fun. I'm also excited for what we could do next time. You know what I mean? Like I just want to
Yes, there's so much
dueling.
possibility.
Yeah. I actually think the coolest part is that if you lose the flash of insight, you get to decide what it all means. I think that is very cool. I like that a lot. And I hope you don't mind that I made us very wholesome in a weird way for
Oh,
a
I thought it was
while.
perfect.
Yeah.
Because they made the turn all the worse.
Yeah, and it was that dang anti-entity just messing with us the entire time. Man, well, you know what? We were not what's the word? We were not the sharpest, you know what I mean? In the end. Oh well. I think all of you dears, we're gonna go. Thank you for being here. Oh, we should probably raid, right? If there's somebody to raid. Is there somebody to raid?
Oh, is there?
Let me see. I don't know.
That's a great question.
Uh
I don't know either.
Let's see if there's somebody interesting. Because if there is somebody interesting, then we will raid them. If there's not, then we won't. Let's see who's up. Thank you everybody. Let's see. It looks like no, definitely not that person because I think they're mysterious and questionable. But you know who's up? Vasco de Gamer is up, and Vasco de Gamer is the brother of Muppet Aphrodite, or Funny Godmother, and I thought we could just send a bit of a raid over that way. So everyone, we're gonna get on send a raid over that way. They are currently playing. They're just doing some just chatting, is what it looks like. So let's do that, everybody. Thank you very much for being here, and we will catch you next week. Thank you so much, and we will catch you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.